And all I have to say is, drizzle, drizzle.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Cursed be the ground, for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
You can't win, you can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. People keep saying things are gonna change, but they look just like they stay the same. You're getting way over your head, and you only got yourself to blame. You can't win, child, can't break even, can't get out of the game. Yeah. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
All right. And all I can say is drizzle, drizzle, my nizzle. All right. It's 20 Toya with the apple. 20 Toya 4 with the forbidden apple. I heard about the Double D story. Andre, Little Maple Leaf, what's going on? King Lexicon, what's happening? About business, yo. What's going on, Rodney? Mr. Suge to you. Adric, what's going on, man? Baby Smooth says he's in the business meeting, okay? What he says, little homie, when it rains, it pours. AL, what's up? Don't nobody say shit. Is this real? It is a joke, okay? but jokes have a funny way of turning real, okay? Michael, Drizzle in the Dust. Ricky, what's going on? Blue Exodus, what's happening? Lavris, what's going on? As Toya's first. Stream's gonna be good. I hope so. Grab Betty, what's going on? Second gear? Keep it in second gear and keep them wheels, keep them wheels burning, man. Gotta get that traction. Mr. Donnie Mac, what's happening? Brian Will, I'm listening. Scorpion Black, what's happening? M Lavo, what's happening, man? Kelvin, what's happening? So remember, it's what you can do. What can you do for me? I heard that. What have you done for me lately? Forever blessed. What's happening? Trail, drizzle, drizzle. You dusties. Raven Knight, drizzle, drizzle. We rise. Smitty, what's happening? Dave Tao with the drizzle, drizzle. Prince, what's going on? What's going on, Shelton? AB, beaming on the on Chessport 7, drizzle, drizzle. DJ Scan, what's going on? Rest in peace, OJ. Yeah, rest in peace, the juice, man. The juice is gone, y'all. Juice is all squeezed out, man. And I had a my father died the same way. So, rest in peace to the juice, man. Rest in peace to his family. And he's a hero to me. Cassius Clay, what's happening? About business, what's happening? Free agent, Triple OG, what's going on? Poor Man's Passport Guide, what's going on? Poor Man's Passport Guide, you're a content creator, so type something in so I can give you a wrench, okay? I try to give all my content creators a boost. AB Media, what's happening? They turned up AdSense waiting on them to verify stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, really? On you? Why? Okay. Why would they do that to you? There's something going on, man. Hurricane Greg, what's happening? It is taking off like crazy. That's true. Cloud with TJ, what's going on? Be just where was you when OJ beat the case? Where was I? I was down the street from the courthouse. LAXT, what's going on? Sister Sada, what's happening? Spain Man, what's up? Shannon Green, what's up? Tony Davis, what's going on? Brother John, Eric, what's going on? M. Lavo says, here's a little something for your Friday beer lineup. Dusty guys. Soft guys got to keep the beards crisp. Fellas, get your gym membership up and stay fit. Drizzle. I heard that. Oh, he did. Oh, man. Man, the rumors, man. The stories I heard about OJ, uh, something. Something about you and them USC guys, man. Drizzle, my nizzle. Heard that, G. Jones. J. Mar, what's happening? Inside the eye of the storm. I'm a creator. I would also appreciate the boost. Okay, you got to be around a little while. I haven't seen your stuff, okay? You got to email me your stuff so I can check you out. Carl Hudson, what's going on? Passport has been around me for quite a while, so you got to send me your stuff. Trail, what's happening? Compassionate, what's going on? Babu, what's going on? Alan, what's going on? Spain Man, my main man, what's up? Oak Ridge, Drizzle, the reverse Uno card. I heard that. Biscuits from scratch, Drizzle. Shannon Green, if you had to pick one running back, who is it? Juice or Jim Brown? It would actually be Barry Sanders. I had to pick one. It would be Barry Sanders. Had to pick a running back. OJ was great for his time, but he was limited. OJ was actually a world-class sprinter, which most people don't know. I think him and in USC actually set a world record in the 4x100. So something people don't know about how fast OJ actually really was. Mr. Smith, Drizzle, and Crypto Columbus, Drizzle. For my money, Jim Brown is cool for his era, but I've never seen a running back like Barry Sanders, ever. I mean, ever from his opening when Barry Sanders was in college. I've never seen a running back like him. And he just didn't play long enough. Yeah, he did. But like I said, I've seen them all run. Jim Brown earlier in his career, I've seen them all run. So for my money, it would be Barry Sanders. I remember when OJ actually broke the Juice actually broke the 2,000 yard Barry. He only did one season, and with the problem with OJ is his knees. He's a big guy, and he's got skinny legs, and his knees gave out. So I'm a Ram fan. I'm a Ram fan. I remember when Eric Dickerson had one of the best lines in football, and a running coach coming from USC. Not to take anything away, but Barry Sanders shot himself in the foot by getting traded, demanding a trade. Chump chilling at Chick-fil-A. all these side hustles, man, all this stuff. Let me go ahead and let's get into it. Check my history real quick. Into it. And this is the first one that I saw for the soft guy era. Let's go ahead and share it real quick. Not for my money. Not for my money. I'm a Rams fan. I saw Eric run live when he first came up. So for my money, for pure excitement, I've never seen a running back like Barry Sanders ever. Run through people, run around people. I've seen Barry Sanders just run through a line, man, with people with 7, 8 people falling all over him. Okay, trying to catch him right through the center of the line, and people falling around him, man. I've never seen anything like that. Okay, he's like he would be like Jim Brown and Gale Sayers all put together. Nah, Marcus was okay. Marcus was okay. With me, it's Barry Sanders all day. I've seen them all run. Marcus played for USC, so and for the Raiders. Oh hell no, not Tony. Tony Dorsett was straight ahead. You know, if he didn't get clear, then he would get caught. So not Tony Dorsett. I would never pick Tony Dorsett. He's not even in the conversation. Walter Payton was a tough runner. Him and what's his name? They play for Minnesota. It's actually a better Walter Payton than he is. No, in fact, there's with OJ. I can just say Pat, because when it was going on, they had authors that would actually come through the black community, right, in the bookstores, and actually investigating all this kind of stuff, right, because they're trying to write a book, right. So we have 4 or 5 authors come through, right, and we would have to, so they would actually have a not a meeting. What do they call that when they interviewing the author about a book, right? This is before the books were actually come out, right? And they would actually sit there as authors and they tell us what they come up with, and right, and all the evidence that I could put together about OJ, he didn't do it. Now, whether he paid somebody to do it or because she had a lot of things swirling around her, especially with her boyfriend. More, what I'm hearing is more after her boyfriend than her, because her boyfriend was a dope dealer. He fell out of favor with some coke dealers in Florida, and it is what it is. That's what I'm hearing. But the thing is, they wanted OJ. They wanted OJ to take the fall for it, because guess what? Brentwood white girl, they didn't like that too much, and some of the cops took exception to that. And you fell into it. Yeah, it's what it is. But no, he didn't. I don't think he did it. If he did it, then he got away clean. She lied to me. She wasn't mad, and that smart guy was disrespectful to her and staff. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Can we stay on topic for a second? Okay. Tomorrow's Friday. You can bring up anything you want, but can we stay on topic? We can talk about that tomorrow, okay? When I have an AMA ask me anything, that's what it's for, right? When I talk about today, can you guys stay on topic, please? Anyhow, what's up, Maggie? Go ahead and post your link if you want to, Maggie. Anyhow, let's get busy. Okay. Yeah, front page. Yep. Yeah, yep. Yeah, me and Paul go way back. All right, here we go.
I just had to cut my girl off because I just moved her into my place, and then she's telling me she wants to go 50-50. You were broke. I moved you into my place, and you're asking me to go 50-50. I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't pay bills. I'm in my soft guy era. What do you not understand? At this point, I think this bitch hates me. Oh, no, and there's more. Because she said, oh, let's have a little night out. Like, I want to treat my man. I said, okay, calm down. I'm in my soft guy era, right? This girl took me to Olive Garden. Bitch, who are you? Because you're not my girl. Olive Garden? What is Olive Garden? I literally, you know what I did? I left, I called an Uber, and I went back home because I am not tolerating disrespect. Because what it looks like to me, it's giving fucking broke. You have no fucking money. My last girl took me to STK, and you're out here trying to take me to Olive Garden. Bitch, go to hell.
Sprinkle. Oh boy, he got a white girl. He probably got a no. That's a black girl. Trust and believe. My ex, uh, she loved Olive Garden. Black women stay up in Olive Garden. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Oh man, we got a dozen of these things. Let me share some of the TikToks I found. But it is hysterical, man. What, Olive Garden? Don't disrespect me like this. Oh boy, let's see. Oh boy. Let's see. Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's see. Let's try. Let's try a white guy.
I have zero shame in telling a woman that after 3 months, she better be paying my bills. And if she's not, then bye-bye. Like, there's almost 8 billion people in the world. If you won't do it, there's somebody else that
If you won't do it, somebody else will, right?
will. I have no shame. Like, I'm kind of sort of trying to find somebody to bring me food every once in a while. Like, honestly, like, isn't it true that if she wanted to, she would? Like, I just get so fed up dealing with all these brokies all the time. Like, they're everywhere. It's all these women that they expect me to just put out, but they're not going to pay my truck payment, pay my rent, pay my cell phone. Like, what am I getting out of this if you're not doing those things? Like, I was talking to this girl and I told her, like, look, after 3 months,
Drizzle. The white boys eating this shit up, man. They're eating this shit up. They are. They are. They're eating this shit up. Let's see. Let's try any, mini, miny, mo. Let's try it. Let's try this one.
Fellas, if you're a soft guy, drizzle, and you're in your soft guy era, know your worth. I remember it was this video where this guy went viral. He was talking about this shorty he was talking to, and he asked her, hey, I'm pretty hungry. Could you bring me some food? And she said, are you going to send me the money? What? Am I going to send you the what? Before I met my lovely wife years ago, I was a single guy just living in Detroit, living a bachelor life. I used to deal with this one chick, and she wasn't even from the city. She lived in another city, 20, 30 minutes out. Every time, and I'm talking at least 2 to 3 times a week, if not more, every time she came to the city, she stopped at my house and brought me something. Hey, I'm not too far from your house. Can I bring you some food? Yes, you can. Fellas, if you don't know your worth, she won't know your worth. Drizzle.
I love it. It said the fact that all these supposed boss bees that been stacking, they've been stacking beer, they're about to get their card pulled, is warming my cold heart. Drizzle, ladies, with yo broke. Man, I have not stopped laughing. I have not stopped laughing, man. I have not stopped laughing, man, the whole time. This is hilarious. This is freaking hilarious to me, man. Let's see. Let's check out the ladies. Okay, I think this is Shira. Okay.
All right, ladies. The men have decided if you can't beat them, join them. So drizzle to your sprinkle. Okay? At the end of the day, you told men that they were toxic just for being men. You told men that strength and macho behavior and all the rest of the things that come along with being a man, those things are all bad. Put them away. Okay. They said no problem. They have no problem being in their soft guy era. So I hope you're not concerned about who's going to be taking out the trash, because guys have decided you, princess, you get to take out the trash. And while we're talking about royalty, I hope you're not wanting to be a passenger princess, because these guys, they want that treatment too. Fair is fair, right? Anything you can do, they can do. All right, well, they've decided to match your sass, and now they're embracing it. So I hope that you get everything that you wanted, because ladies, y'all have created some monsters, okay? So buckle up. and enjoy the ride. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Drizzle, drizzle.
And all I have to say is, drizzle, drizzle.
This is hilarious, man. It's hilarious. Like she said, buckle up. And man, this is going to go on for a while. Okay, it's not going to burn itself out because once the white boys get it and Asian men get it, it's gonna get outrageous. It really is, man. And the madder these chicks get, man, the worse it's going to get because they are hot. They are hot. Oh, let me see. Let me see. What else did I pick out? Hold on. Man, I could have kept going. I could have kept going. Let's see. Let's try her.
So my paycheck gets direct deposited to my man's account.
Oh, drizzle,
It's
drizzle.
not a man. That's a bitch.
Just say you're a brokey.
And all I have to say is, drizzle, drizzle.
Just say you're a brokey. The white boys are getting into it, man. This is hilarious, man. I'm having a good time with this because it did start as like the first guy. He said it as a joke. You see him in his car, talk about his, his girlfriend, and then and taking him to Olive Garden because she wouldn't pay the bills and stuff like that. That's where it all started. It started with him. I think his name was, I can't remember his name. Okay, offhand, I can't remember the dude's name, but it is hilarious. Okay, when I first saw it, man, I fell out. Let's see. Here it is. Let's see. I think it's a Shira.
Has started saying drizzle, drizzle, like sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a new generation of men are so feminine. Drizzle, drizzle. I thought they was talking about Drake. It doesn't stick as good as sprinkle, sprinkle though. Sound like they're actually drooling. Drizzle, drizzle. Okay. Sound like you drooling. Sound like your water bill about to get cut off. Anyway. Sound like your water pressure low. You live in a bad area.
She don't get the joke, man. She can't even take herself seriously. Okay, she can't even take the joke. Okay, she don't know she being trolled. That's how dumb she is.
And all I have to say is, drizzle, drizzle.
Man, I'm enjoying this shit. I said, rested in my dusty masculinity. I heard that. His name is Goody. Okay. Remember these women eating up at the Cheesecake Factory and the list of places they won't go? Yeah. Oh yeah, she hurt, man. She's hurt because they laughing at her. Yeah, she is big mad. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh man, the white boys are eating this. The white boys are really eating this shit up, man. Miss Piggy. She is fat, but that's why she only shows herself from the neck up. Trout mouth. Man, this is too rich, man. This stuff is too good. It's too good, man. But we're just having fun. Okay, this is nothing serious today. Let's see. Let's try this one.
Stay out my inbox with all the good morning, the hey handsome, the hot.
This is a good one. This is a good one, boy. This is kind of reminds me of what happened yesterday with the smart guy, right? Look, he got the Snoop Dogg locks and everything. Okay.
How you doing? Just send the money. Drizzle, drizzle. Just send the money. It's not that hard. Drizzle, drizzle. I mean, my best case scenario, I open up. You probably won't take me somewhere to like what? Cheesecake Factory? Drizzle, drizzle.
Look at the price list, man. Look at the price list on the side.
Are you out your mind? My Burberry cologne costs $250. My hair do $200. The girl who do it use salon quality products. It's $90 a bottle. Shampoo and conditioner. My beard oil, Maruca honey, tea tree oil, and lemon extract. It's $30 a bottle, head to toe, and vegan organic coconut oil. It's $40 a bottle. My shoes, Balenciaga, they cost me $9.50. I'm stepping out of Miri, baby. This is not Shein. This ain't Fashion Nova. This ain't City Trends. This how I'm coming. And you want me to step out with you for free? Drizzle. Just send the money, Drizzle. Drizzle is giving broke. Drizzle is giving you don't know how to treat a real man. Drizzle is giving you need to go back to the drawing board and learn something from your mammy and them. Drizzle.
They can't take it, man. They can't take it. They can't take it. This is hilarious, man. And so we no, we don't negotiate with dusties, right? We don't negotiate with broke dust bunnies either, man. Drizzle. Don't forget the padlock, King. Man, this is hilarious, man. This is hilarious, man. Let me see what else we got, man. We got a couple more. We got a few more. Let's see. That's it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We did her. I think we did him. Okay. Is it Zero Shame? I think we did him. Oh, that's right here.
Had an insanely busy day, and this soft guy era stuff is life. It is so funny. My comment section on that post is hysterical. The things the men are saying, it is just so funny, and the number of angry, triggered women in that comment section. This isn't anti-women. This is giving women the energy that they've been giving to men. If they wanted to, they would. Men are no longer settling for the bare minimum, and men expect.
That's right, Drizzle, baby. That's what this is a white girl that gets it. Go on, say it again, white girl. That's all I gotta say. Say it again, white girl.
To come with 50-50. They're not even asking for 100% like y'all were. Well, some of them are because they want to trigger you. Oh my God, I love it so much. But man, some of these ladies are so mad. And they all like to call me a pick-me. And other flailing insults at me. It's... Anyways, stay triggered, ladies. Have the day you deserve. Drizzle. Soft guy air is amazing. Bye, y'all.
Say the manicured mom. Say it again, white girl. Say it again. Tell them. Revenge of the pick-me, right? I can see all the dust standing. I like Dust Bunny better. Oh, this is hilarious, man. The pick-me's are gonna have a good time, man. Okay. Every time, well, you're a pick-me. All they're gonna say, drizzle, baby. Oh, I don't even want to pump my own gas anymore. King me, ladies. What does soft era solve? If you don't get it, man, take a week and let it marinate, okay? Let it marinate. If you don't get it. Oh, yeah. Favorite words? Grubby, monkey, and befouled, okay? Nah, not for this side of the coin. It's a little too vanilla for us, Maggie. Dust mops. Retake your throne, kings. I heard that, man. Dust mites. Dust mites is a good one, okay? I'll smite my dust mites, okay? With the drizzle. Oh boy, that is hilarious. Okay. Let me see. Got a couple more. Let's see what we got. Wait, that one. I think I played Shira already. Let's see. Let's try this one.
Drizzle. A lot of y'all girls are clearly showing you have no sense of humor. The joke is going right over your head. The fact is that y'all have been saying the same ridiculous stuff online, and when you say it as a woman, you don't see nothing wrong with it. But hearing those same ridiculous statements come out of a man's mouth, now all of a sudden you take him back and you offended.
Say it again, black girl. Say it again, black girl. For all the dust mites in the back. Say it again.
It's 2024, and I honestly don't understand whether or not you're a woman or a man, why anybody would not be living a soft life. I don't know why anybody would be aspiring for a hard one. Like, make it make sense. It's called a partnership for a reason. Because two people are supposed to be coming together so that they can do for one another equally. You pour into their cup just like they pour into yours. But y'all turn this into a selfish act of you trying to gain something from somebody else and benefit from somebody else, meanwhile not caring what they get in return from you. And as long as you're going into a situation like that, you will always lose, because you cannot use people like that. You cannot go into a situation and only thinking about the ways that you can benefit from it and neglect the other person involved.
Exactly. Say it again, black girl. For all the dust mites in the back and the dust bunnies on the side. Say it again.
Involved in it. At the end of the day, if the girls want to sprinkle, the fellas can drizzle. I'm pro everybody being in a soft life era, because there's no reason why you should be living a hard life. I don't recommend that for anybody. Stress is the #1 killer. I don't recommend anybody to be out here intentionally living a hard life. I don't subscribe to anybody getting with a person who's going to make life hard on them. Right? You could do all bad by yourself. Why in the world would you enter into a relationship with somebody who's going to put you through a hard life? Doesn't make sense. Date wisely.
All right. And guess what? Guess what? And all I can say is.
And all I have to say is, drizzle.
Oh, this is hilarious, man. This is too good. This is too good. A split Jim, appreciate you for the drizzle dudes. man, boy, they came back to the table with the offer, and guess what? We threw it back. Said, okay, you know, you came up and you laid out the little baby powder on the table. Said sprinkle, okay, and we came up with what? The drizzle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. As the Quentin says, soft guy era is a critique of the patriarchy. I can dig that. Come on, man. What are you on, man? Can you take a joke? Okay. Why don't you go take a shot, man, and come back, okay? Take a shot and come back. You don't get it. Yeah, you must want to. Are you an intersectional feminist by any chance, or what? Where you at, man? Because you're all over the place. You don't make sense. We're over here trying to have a fun and try to tell a joke or two, and you over here, man, with I'm gonna make this political.
What's happening, my fellow Facebookians and TikTokians? What the business is? So, you ladies have Miss Sprinkle. And that's cool. I got another real facts made funny for you. And all I have to say is, drizzle.
Oh, we know exactly what you ladies want, but we're not giving it anymore. Drizzle. We're done with the patriarchy and this old archaic way of doing things where we're supposed to provide and protect for you, where we're supposed to be willing to risk and give our lives for you. Listen, we don't need to bring anything to the table because we are the table. Without my seed, you can't have any kids, drizzle. So what you gonna do about that? Listen, we are in our soft guy era. I need to get my beard taken care of every Tuesday, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and send $75 to my barber via Cash App every Tuesday before I get there so that I can get my hair taken care of. Drizzle. All right? And when you get your taxes from working hard all year while I stay at home and play PlayStation, I need you to give me the whole amount so I can flip it for...
I don't know where the fuck you're coming from, dude. If you want to come up, after I finish playing this last one, you can come up and you can have a conversation, because this is supposed to be fun. I don't know where you're coming from. You need to go get a drink, okay? You go get a drink. I'm making an assumption. I'm asking you, are you? Let me ask you, sir, okay, does an assumption end with a question mark? Since you want to be educated. When is the last time does an assumption end with a question mark? I asked you, are you intersectional feminist? You can say no. Assumptions don't begin or end with question marks, sir. We can call all female dusty counterparts Hoovers. Most of them got cylinders, bills. I have a wide variety of hose attachments. Love to suck up dusties. It's a work in progress. Yes, sir. This is hilarious. Let me finish playing it.
Us, Drizzle. Oh, yes. We're no longer being providers and protectors and buying into the patriarchal system of letting you guys get on the boat first if the sink is shipping. No. We're done with those days. We are equal now, so we will get on the boat based upon whoever is the strongest, Drizzle. All right? So don't ask us to do anything, provide anything. If we go out to eat, 50-50, Drizzle. If you have another kid by another man, 50-50, Drizzle.
What?
Drizzle.
What? Scientists have confirmed that the eclipse of 2024 astrologically was the start of the soft era. I'm here for it, okay? There was the dawning of the soft guy era was the eclipse of 2024. Drizzle, my nizzle. Y'all ain't shit. Oh man. I said, sitting over here in my dusty t-shirt with these tracks. It must be cheap drizzle. About business. Oh man. This is hilarious. Oh boy. It's always is like for the guy Quentin. I got one for Quentin. Hold on. Let me stop this for a second. I got one for Quentin, right? This is for Quentin, right? Okay. So Quentin.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
That's for you, Quentin. And I said this summer will sizzle with the drizzle. Y'all sick. Quentin's hero is Beyonce. Drizzle. Was drizzling down in Texas, right? It just seems that black men are surprised and effectively in real feminism. We're killing it. Feminism is actually killing itself, okay? Because the soft girl era and all that kind of bullshit with the sprinkle is anti-feminism. It really is. Let me see. Let's see if we got a couple more. I think we do. She-Ra, we played that one. Okay. I might have got them all. Let's see.
My soft guy era. We will no longer be pumping our own gas. When we pull up to the gas station, ladies hop out the passenger seat and pump the gas while we sit in the car and watch TikTok videos. And we are now also requiring at least $100 to be spent on us on the first date. And if you can't afford it, you shouldn't be dating anyways. And I see all you females talking about, oh, soft guy era. You like men. If you like men, just say you like men. You want a female to take care of you. Stop yapping. It's giving broke. And this girl gonna have the nerve to ask me what I want to eat, and I said nothing. And she had the nerve to come home with food for herself and nothing for me. Even though I said I didn't want anything to eat, that didn't mean I didn't want anything to eat. Where's my food? You're supposed to be a mind reader. Now, can I get a drizzle? Soft guy era, it's our time. And you females that's on the street, y'all need to step y'all game up because y'all are losing to these females that's in the penitentiary system. They got dudes lined up just sending them money. Matter of fact, all the friends that I got got them a woman that's in the penitentiary system. Y'all got to step y'all game up, ladies. But go on about y'all little business.
That one just happened about the woman that's married to Prison Bay. talking that crap that men on the street need to step their game up because the prison dudes are winning. That one just happened. That one just happened. But let's see. I got about 20 minutes. Let's see. I got let's see. I think that's all my all the video files. I just let's see. I think I got them all. Let's see. Let's try this one. I think did I play this one? We'll see.
First class because my wife can afford it. She's the one who makes all the money. What does she do? She was a retired CFO and is on a couple of boards of directors. You don't work at all? You're retired? I work at a lot of things, but not to make money. It's for passion now. Just avocational. Yeah, I like photography. Thousands of pictures in Africa.
Did you hear that, young kings? What they like to say? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, man. If she wanted to, she would. If she wanted to retire you and have you do the things that you truly wanted to do, to rest in your divine masculine, while these fake feminine women are out here talking about the economy and how they can't afford this and that, the real divine feminine women, they're providing for their man. And all that shame, all that guilt y'all try to put out, always remember, your wife has the same 24 hours as his wife. Look like yours need to start working harder. That's real love. No real woman wants to see their man stress year after year to provide. It comes more naturally to women. You see what he said? She the CFO and she sit on a couple of boards of directors. Come on now, that's nothing a man could do. Only women. So let the women be women. You feel me? Sit back, take trips to Africa and take pictures of lions and shit.
And all I have to say is, drizzle, drizzle.
Oh man. Oh, this is hilarious, man. Let me see what I got lined up as far as I think I had a couple I got a couple lined up. Let me see. Those two white guys, man. An older white guy and a younger white. He was trying to explain to his father what the soft guy era is, right? You see if I can find it. And the point where, because he had a whole bunch of soft guy era, white boy soft guy eras and things lined up. And see, remove this real quick. And he's trying to explain to his older father what the drizzle is, right? Okay. And this is from Daniel Thomas show. This is an older guy with his father, and they talk about different shit, right? He's trying to explain the soft guy era to him.
Exact form I needed, and some woman came up to me and asked me whether car formats work. Such a major ache, I turned and I yelled at her at the top of my voice, "Do not approach men in public, you creep, drizzle, drizzle." Such an ick.
Drizzle, drizzle.
Major ick.
Wow. So you get the gist of it. Drizzle, drizzle. The soft guy era.
I'm now informed about drizzle, drizzle.
Do you think that guys are taking this too far? I like how it's gone international. That's the thing.
I think the international aspect is great, and I think it's
every
time.
Race and
Yes.
every country is fed up with men chasing women, and the soft guy era, drizzle, drizzle is here.
Drizzle, drizzle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's get back to reality.
Okay.
Reality. You know, I don't know. I don't think it lasts, but we'll see.
I'm enjoying it right now. Okay. So drizzle, drizzle. Okay. And okay, guys, if you want to email us, it's danielthomasshow@yahoo.com. And send us your favorite TikToker. Send us the favorite videos, stuff like this. We love stuff like this. Give us the comments. Is the soft guy era going to last? Is this the beginning?
Are you
What do
taking it
think about
seriously?
This? Yeah,
Do
seriously.
you really see it as the joke?
Do you want to stay away from the brokies, or what do you want to do? Or my favorite one that we didn't show was where men said, "Listen, when you go to a bar and you're with your homies, let the women approach you." And I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. I like that.
I mean,
Okay.
I think we've talked about that a little bit, but I think the beauty is if you're really, really into Drizzle, he's single. Hit him up.
Thanks.
Daniel Thomas Show at yahoo.com.
Thank you. Drizzle.
Drizzle.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
This is old white guys doing Drizzle. Okay, old white guys doing Drizzle. Funny as hell. All right, this one is for This is for Quentin. If you want to bring his ass up here, right? With your dumb ass, man. Like I said, this is another one for Quentin. Okay. Like I said.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Ice skating uphill. I can tell my grandson all the time. Okay. If you want to come up and argue, there's a link. Okay. You come instead of coming in this conference with this bullshit. Okay. Everybody's trying to have a good time and have a belly laugh, and you in there. Shut the fuck up. This thing. I looked at the Passport Bros and Kevin and Passport Bros and other things, right? This is gonna go escape velocity within a month. If it continues for a month, it's gonna go escape velocity because it's just getting started, right? And this is already international. And white guys, Asian guys, all manner of guys have heard this shit around the world, and they've had it. They've had it with the Me Too shit, with the 4B shit, with all this kind of crap. They had it. They've had it. Yo,
can you hear me?
I got you.
Okay. First, I just want to say your channel got recommended to me in my algorithm, so I am new. So the questions that I am asking, they're genuine. That's what I want to preface this with. Like everyone that's kind of acting weird in the chat, like I'm coming in this with good faith because I don't know what the program is about.
I understand, but most people, okay, because I've been around YouTube for a very long time, okay, and most people, when you get recommended, before you start firing off in the chat, you kind of see what the vibe is, okay?
Understood.
Hold on. If you want your 2 minutes to get off what you can get off, I'll give it to you. But the thing is, what I don't like, okay, and I tell you up front, okay, when the first one goes off, I actually explain to you what's going on, right? It's a joke, okay? It's a joke. And throughout the whole thing, you notice it was a joke because we're all laughing and doing jokes. What vibe? Didn't you pick up the vibe?
I'm not upset at the vibe. Matter of fact, I'm not upset at all.
Okay.
I guess the clarification for me and the questions that I'm asking, questions that I'm prompting is, like I said in the chat, I just want to know what's the long game, because I get it. I get the whole
long game for what?
Like when I see, and it doesn't have to necessarily be attached to you, right? I'm just talking about.
Okay. What I need is bullet points.
I just want to say what I have to say.
No. Bullet points. Cause we ain't got all this time. Bullet points. What long game?
I was getting to it.
Bullet point.
Okay, real quick. I'm just saying, when I see things like the soft guy era, I guess to me it just seems like short-sighted, and I think there's a lot more constructive and healthier and I think this is where the chat gets confused, because it's not like, oh, we should do this for women, for females. No, I'm talking about just for men in general.
What was the question that you asked? What was the question I responded with, right? What you said, what is the what?
I said, what's the
end game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what does all that other stuff have to do with the end game? You saying, I said end game for what? Okay. End game of what?
Okay, well, let me tell you what my end game is.
No. End game of what? Answer my question first. End game of what?
The end game of, I guess, the ideology or the way people, or I won't even say men. I won't even say people, because this is like a male dominated space. I guess just the men, what would their thinking be going forward in the long term? How does that help them?
Okay. This, how old are you? Let's start with that. Give me 20s, 30s, what?
28.
28. Okay. So you are borderline millennial Z. Okay. Okay. So you gone to school. You've been raised with feminism your whole life, right?
I've been raised with what?
You have been raised with feminism around you, in schools around you, your whole life.
No, I haven't. Like,
Really?
and I put this in the chat.
No,
Like this,
no. Where you go to school in America?
yeah, and I just said I wasn't raised with feminism.
You go to,
Feminism is still a relatively
no.
new.
No, it's
I
not.
don't know what you're saying no to, because I just said I didn't get raised with
Okay,
feminism
so where do you go to school?
in Texas.
In Texas,
A
public
real
school?
conservative.
No. It's all so you had no female teachers.
I did,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean they were teaching feminism. Matter of
Okay.
fact, and
Okay.
that's what I was saying. Like, I'm
Okay.
not here to defend feminine. I'm not here to do that, because truth be told, even with what y'all are or what you're posting,
Okay.
I can agree that some women perpetuate some of the toxic
What do you? So what do you?
stuff that y'all are commenting on. So I'm not here to do that.
So toxic what? Okay. In other words, where do you stand? Okay. Where you stand as far as masculinity versus femininity? Where do you stand?
I'm not that. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily picking a side. What my idea of the long game, the end game, is more communal. And what I mean by that is, like, I see it. My future is what I deem the future is, like,
Okay.
where these
All right.
discussions get more fleshed out.
No. What I need you to do.
I told you what my end game was.
No. What I need you to do. Okay. Hold on a second. You guys understand what the fuck he's saying?
Yeah, I'm clear on what I'm saying.
No. I didn't ask you. I asked them. Because we have 559 people watching, right? And nobody understands what the heck you're saying. So you have to be more succinct and more clear about what you're saying. Okay?
I'll
Because
try and make it as simple as possible.
Let's start with the
first. I think these conversations can have, and especially with I don't know your age.
No. Hold on. I think these conversations can have what? Finish your point.
I'm saying I think these conversations can be more fleshed out, because I think there's a lot left on the table.
What does that mean, fleshed out? What does that mean, fleshed out?
I'm speaking. I'm saying that I think there's, like, even when we talk about the relationship between men and women, I think even when we talk about the 50-50 thing, I think if we were to flesh it out and be like, I don't think it's just this is just what women do thing.
Okay.
I think if we were to I think if we were to pivot it to
no, you're jumping around. I need you to
That's not jumping around. I just told you what it was.
No, dude, you're jumping around. You just jumped like 4 times, okay?
I just told you what it was.
No. 50-50.
I'll be respectful.
No. You said it needs to be fleshed out. Fleshed out how?
I just told you it needs to be a deeper discussion. I don't think it's as surface level as
what does that mean?
This is what men do. This is what women do.
What does that mean? That is feminism, sir. That's what feminists say all the time.
That has nothing to do with feminism.
Yes, it does. That's what
this is a critique of capitalism. This is a critique of dehumanization. This is a critique of how we treat each other in general. It has nothing.
Do you understand capitalism, socialism, and all that kind of crap?
Yes, I'm very well read.
Really? Okay. What is socialism, sir?
Socialism, in my definition of it.
No. I want the definition, not your definition. The definition.
Well, we can go on Google and
no.
I feel like that's tit for tat.
Did you study it?
Yes, I'm currently studying it.
Did you study Marx?
I'm looking into Marx. I don't have a full.
Well, then you don't understand socialism, okay?
I can still understand socialism without fully understanding Marx.
What is socialism at its base? What do you think it is?
What does this have to do with what I'm talking about?
Because you're getting into critique of capitalism and socialism, right?
Yes, which I think causes a lot of these attitudes that we have.
I'm not going to get into capitalism, socialism.
I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do. Okay. I'm just saying I think there's a lot on the table. That's all I'm saying. Like if we know what capitalism does, if we know it puts us in this mind frame of looking at each other as commodities, how much this person puts on the table, how much this other puts on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I think that dehumanizes both sides.
Okay,
And I think it's unfair to men.
and your solution is what?
I think the solution is, like I said, having more conversations about how we can destructure those things. And this isn't just how I feel.
No. I'm not. We don't get into that. Get into your point, okay?
I just said my point.
Okay. Is that your point? Okay. Basically, this is the way it's built. Okay. This is the way the country's built. This is the way the whole structure of the doggone geoeconomic thing is built. Right? Do you like the advances that you have? With all the whatchamacallits, right? With the buildings, electricity, the water, all that kind of stuff, right? You like that kind of stuff,
I
right?
don't necessarily like it. It's just the condition that I
Oh,
was
really? Oh,
born in.
so would you rather go back and live like they live in, say, like Congo, without all that stuff?
I wouldn't. I feel like that's a.
No. I asked you a simple question: yes or no?
I get that. It's not a yes or no
No. Yes,
question.
it is a yes or no. It is a yes or
It's
no
not a
question.
yes or no.
Yes, it is.
It's not black and white.
It is black.
Okay,
It
I'll
is.
put like this.
It is black and white. Okay. Would you rather live in an advanced society like you live in right now, or move back down to a third world country where there is no running water or toilets?
Well, I'll say this, because
yes or no.
you have
yes
people,
or no.
you have people
Okay.
that
All
would
right.
trade.
All right.
No, I'm
All
but
right. All right, dude. All right. Okay. All right. If we can't have this kind of discussion, and if you're gonna ramble, then you don't need to be up here because you don't know what you're talking about, right? Okay. Because where socialism started is basically with social contract. Socialism is based on social contract. United States was based on the social contract. So socialism was built into the whole what called capitalist structure, right? Okay. Capitalism, as we know it, actually first started with the conquistadors stealing silver from the Mexicans, right? The kind of industrial capitalism that you talk about, right? Which started after slavery, with cotton coming into the manufacturing base of Northern Europe. That's the industrial capitalism that caused the wave of socialism that we see now. Okay, that's what it caused. Okay, and basically you've had socialism in these United States since the 1840s when it first started, when it first came over here. And you talk about socialism, capitalism, you haven't even read Marx. Okay, and you keep talking. I keep trying to get you to get to the point because we're talking about this, so you don't get the joke. You're walking into an arena because you think that we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. I've gone over this many times. You go back in my archives. I understand, but because what you think is capitalism getting ready to go bye-bye. And if you really want to see capitalism, basically you go down to the third world and see them cats digging up red clay, red dust for your cell phones. Well, we don't mind the fucking cell phones, do we? But what I need you to be is succinct, okay? Because we ain't got all this time. I ain't got time to hear you meander, okay, about your random thoughts and your opinions. If you came up here, you said you had a clear idea. You tell you have have a further discussion. You sound just like freaking feminists. We talk about more details and discussion. Come on, that's feminist talk. You just don't know it. If just heard 50 signifier, who's an intersectional feminist, say some of the exact same freaking things. Okay.
Well, this is where, like I said, and I preface this. I said I'm new to the channel, so the hostility, I don't feel like it's unwarranted. I don't feel like it's warranted because I said I'm new to the channel.
Why am I getting frustrated with you? What do you think it is?
I already laid out my clear points.
Can you answer my question? What did I just say? Repeat my question.
I'm not doing all that. I said I already said my points.
All right. You're not doing all that. All right. Bye. Okay. All right. All right. All right, folks. Okay. He had his say. You just got over here. You want to argue. Actually, you're a feminist without even knowing that you. This is what I hate. Okay, you're a freaking feminist. This is what you were taught in school. You sound exactly like them. This exact same way. You're intersectional social feminist. You believe in a social contract. You have no idea how it's constructed. And I ask you a simple point. I ask you a simple question. Would you rather be in a first world country with your lights, running water, internet, all this other kind of crap, or in a third world country? Okay, without all of that, without all the so-called capitalist leanings. Okay, and you couldn't even answer that. It's a simple question, yes or no. Do you like running water, toilets, and all this kind of electricity? Yes. Would you rather move to Congo in the middle of that where there's none of that? No. Well, it's a complex question. I want to ask about what some people. I ask about you. The thing is, what I don't like the way they teach these kids. You know what the answer is. You don't want to answer, so you try to sidestep it. That's feminine thinking. It was clear everybody's laughing and hee-hawing. It's a joke. The TikTokers actually said that this was funny. It was the joke. Now, I don't know why you got recommended me. Okay. I mean, if you want to come back, we want to really want to talk about stuff, things you're going to have to study and you're going to have to listen because you don't know anything. Well, I think socialism in this and a more community-based model, basically go listen or read Richard Wolff, right? He's a Marxist, okay, who's actually read Marx. And he talks about worker co-ops. That's going to have to happen anyway. Go read the World Economic Forum, okay? Talk about the fourth industrial revolution, which is what they call techno-socialism, which you may not like, which you probably might like even less. But you come over here, talk about deeper conversation about what? Or what's the end game? End game for what? And then you move the goalposts. Got time for that. I said, man, give me the bullet points. I don't have time to sit up and argue with you for an hour. Okay? I don't do that anymore. No, he's not doomed, man. It's just I have no idea. I asked you, did you read Marx? And you said you're reading Marx. Man, stop lying. I asked you a direct question, okay? Ask you a direct question. Let me dig in the archives, okay? Let me freaking dig in the archives real quick, okay? For this, you know, I hate to say it, but Charles is right, man.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Jesus Christ. Let me see. Let me dig in my archives real quick, see if I can find something for him, okay? Let me see. Age of Machines, thanks for teaching us how the construct actually built. Learning how it takes advantage of us really helped me simplify my life and expectations. Man, they trying to figure out how to rebuild this whole fucking financial, this whole freaking financial thing, right? Infrastructure, right? What's going on right now? I mean, you don't even understand the BRICS and China and Russia, man. You're over here trying to give us this intersectional feminist psychobabble, okay? And the thing is, I try to be calm with you, right? Let's see. See, there's a general contempt for black male conversation, intelligence agents, even from simps and chips. That is true. All right, let me see. Here's one. It's like starting class in April should have showed up in September. I don't mind, man. But the thing is, he wouldn't pipe down. He wants to start arguments. Here's one for you. Okay. Here's one for you. Let's see. I'll just play a little bit of it. Okay. I know he hasn't read this one. It's one of mine. All right. This is a while back. Okay. This is called. Guess what? Hold on, boys and girls. It's called David Black Pill 81. Socialism, capitalism, and neoliberalism. Okay. What's going on right now is neoliberalism. Okay. And in the quantification or the transactional nature of everything, right? It's neoliberalism. Okay, guess what came up with neoliberalism? Feminism. So third wave feminism is nothing but neoliberalism on steroids. That's all it is. We just keep doing your work. I'm out. All right. Real quick, let's play a little bit of it, right? So I found that I thought that was a problem that we have in here in this space, right? It's 2-year cycles, and everybody's talking about parties and pick a side and all this kind of stuff. And people can wonder how come I don't pick sides. Okay,
Get the
I
fuck
don't
out.
pick
Get the fuck
sides
out of here,
because
man.
when I say
Get the
that
fuck out of here.
the
Quit
right
me.
and the left are 2 wings of the same bird, the Democrats and Republicans are 2 wings of the same bird. That's what I mean, and that's why he's explaining. A political order is carries through no matter what party's in.
Cycles, especially in terms of political economy, especially in terms of core ideas of how to build a successful economy. These are ideas that develop over much longer periods of time. And we wanted to understand how that kind of conception of politics could be useful in understanding American society. A political order is a story of a particular political party being very successful at the polls, winning consecutive elections, having a level of organization in terms of lobbyists, interest groups, constituencies, think tanks, an ideology that becomes dominant and paramount. We were interested in understanding how certain kinds of political formations, the one we were studying at the time was the New Deal, became so popular and so dominant that they extended over election cycles and then over decades. The New Deal order was a political formation that arose in the 1930s and dominated American politics until the 1960s. And we wanted to understand how these political formations arise, how they gain and exercise power, and how they fall apart. We did this with the story of the New Deal, which we said was not just a political movement of the 1930s and 40s, but a political formation, a political order that dominated American politics from the 1930s to the 60s. And when I came to write The Rise and Fall of the Neoliberal Order, I applied the ideas of political order developed from this earlier book to a subsequent period of time. The neoliberal order I wrote in my book was something that arose in the 1970s and 1980s, acquired dominance in the 1990s and first decade of the 21st century, and then fell apart in the 21st century.
In fact, according to them, we're coming out of what the Ronald Reagan neoliberalism that started in the, basically started with Jimmy Carter in the 70s, actually developed in the 80s with Ronald Reagan, and then carried through up until now. Even I think Biden is the last of this political order. People don't believe that that a Republican like Eisenhower was actually a socialist. Okay, so was Kennedy, so was Johnson, and so was Nixon, who was Eisenhower's vice president. And it didn't stop until it fell apart in 1971 with the end of Bretton Woods.
At the core of each of these political orders was a certain kind of approach.
So basically, your Fabian socialist really started in I would say 1880s in England. Okay, and your Fabian socialist order actually started in 1930. Okay. In fact, a lot of your neocons were actually communists up until civil rights. Okay, they disagree with civil rights. They became your neoconservatives. That's when you conservative. No, you didn't. Okay, you stated your point. No, you didn't state your point. Okay, you didn't state your point. If you stated your point, you didn't do a good job because nobody understood you. Okay. Nobody understood you. I invited you up. I tried to get you to clearly identify and talk about what you're actually talking about, right? You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Man, stay on your point. You're trying to mix and weave in like 10 different points, okay? I believe in socialism. Socialism by itself does not work. Guess what? Guess who also thinks socialism does not work by itself? It's called Chinese, okay, and the Russians, because it fell apart. United States is a mixed economy, 50% socialism, 50% capitalism, okay? Socialism, your right to vote, socialism, okay? Public schools, socialism, Social Security, socialism, workers' compensation, socialism, medical, right? Medical medicine, socialism. 50%. Socialism. That's the only way it works. Because they're centralized. So how do you organize 330 million people and they're all spread out? Because before that they were feudal. It's called seceding, right? Remember the 13 original colonies? Because they're centralized. Private and public. Socialism. Who talked about socialism? What are tying in the implications of social? What the fuck are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Go back and read, man. If policemen, firemen, said they're not private entities for a reason, that's socialized. Okay, it's socialized. Okay, social work. Okay, welfare, whatever you want to call it, that's socialized. Okay, which is what people really look at. They don't look at everything else. Capitalism by itself cannot work. That's why Engels, who was a capitalist that his father and him earned factories in England, brought Marx over because of what? The Luddites. Learn your history. Your first time you complete law. Oh well, you complete because you're a first timer. Okay, if you go scroll back, we're actually talking about the soft guy era. But the link is there. You want to come back up and clarify your point as best you can. But I don't need to babble. Okay, you guys are taught by women to actually tell stories. Okay, we ain't got 5 hours to actually pick out your points. Okay, it's supposed to be 5 minutes. Make yourself clear. Because we started about what was the end game of the manosphere, okay, and then went on into this all social shit. What you believe in? Don't give a fuck. Okay. At the end of the day, what the manosphere is, what the end game of the manosphere is, at least from my point of view, is basically to equalize the ravages of feminism because it's gone too far. Got to swing got to swing it back the other way. Pendulum has to go back the other way, which is what they're already doing. Left and right are trying to swing this back the other way. Otherwise, you're going to get what the destruction of society. It's called laying flat, or the Great Resignation, or what they call grass eaters in Japan. It's a structural. You have to change the structure. But thing is, I need you to make your points and not ramble. Okay?
No, I can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. My point was, I'm not disputing it. I said that the implications of outside of what capitalism has us think, as far as how we deal with each other, I think there's a lot to be said in that. That was my point.
What is that? How is that? That is called neoliberalism, is what he's talking about. Okay.
I don't think that's neoliberalism because I think neoliberalism is like a reform to the existing structure.
No, it's not.
That's why I presented another framework. Now, whether I'm right or wrong on that framework, which seems you seem well read on, I think it could be a better teaching moment if there was more patience in it. And you can be like, young fella, this is where you're wrong.
Hold on.
This is where you're wrong, and here's where I can guide you into that. As opposed to what the fuck are you talking about?
How can I teach you and you're talking?
You said stay my point. I stated my point.
And I said clarify.
That was it. Now what? Now you
there you go again. Okay, there you go again. You're talking. Okay, instead of listening.
I stated my point.
You're talking.
You're going to say something back to it. That's fine.
You're talking instead of listening. Okay. In other words, I'm trying to tell. I was trying to tell you where it comes from. Okay. Neoliberalism is the transactional relationship that actually comes from the Chicago school. Okay. That's not the original capitalism. So what you have, and feminism is part of the neoliberals order, because guess what happened in 1971 to your socialist order? It fell.
I preface my whole thing by saying
I'm talking.
But I prefaced by saying I wasn't talking about feminism.
I'm talking. You're supposed to be listening. You said young fella, be patient, right? Can you teach somebody that's talking through you? Can you? If you're teaching somebody and where the student is constantly talking through you and asking questions while you're talking, can you teach them?
Well, I don't know you, like for it to be a teacher-student moment.
I'm
saying it seems like you are well read.
I asked a question. Answer my question.
I just told you.
No, you didn't answer my question. I asked you, can you teach somebody? If you're teaching, can you teach a student that's talking through you?
And I said, I don't know you for it to be a teacher-student relationship. I'm willing to hear what you got to say.
That's not what I asked you, okay?
But that's not the dynamic we're going to set.
Not what I
asked.
That's not what I asked you. Answer my question.
Well, I don't think there'll be anything constructive out of that.
Exactly. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. If you can't answer a question, there's no dialogue, okay? There's no dialogue, okay? I get better results from a 10-year-old, okay? Because you don't want to be wrong. That's all it is. This is what I call being raised by females, especially black females. The need to be right is so strong, okay? I asked them a question. You're talking through me. I said, can you teach somebody if somebody's talking through you? It's either yes or no. It's either yes or no. Why are you? It's either yes or no. Yeah, it is over. Go ahead, Charles. We got about 10 minutes, man, and we'll be done with this. Go ahead. Unmute yourself, Charles.
I keep telling you, man, you need to be like M. Bison. You should not have to. He should go through the gauntlet before he speaks to you.
No. I wanted to see what he had to say, and guess what? He's confused.
I've never been raised in feminism, but I speak like a grade 1 feminist.
Not even grade 1. It's like a grade 3.
He thinks like a fucking female and doesn't even realize it. Here's the worst part about it. It's okay to just say, I don't know.
Right.
It's okay to say that. See, this is the reason why they want to have a conversation, but then they want to say, well, my point, it's like when I talked to Robert about religion, I said, look, dude, you want to think you want to talk louder, you're not winning the argument. I know more about the Bible than you do. And this is another case. Well, I think it should be more constructive. I said, this is the reason why people call you Buzz Killington, right? You just kill the fucking mood of the joke.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to come up here and not figure out that people are doing satire.
Satire, yeah. I thought it was obvious, but maybe it's not.
See, this is the reason why I think you should lessen the amount of females in teaching.
Yeah.
Because really, females have no fucking sense of it. Think about it. How many great female comedians do you know?
There aren't any.
This is the reason why. Because they don't understand satire. When he said, I feel, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
It's bad. And this is the type of students that are coming out of academia.
Yeah. Bad, yeah.
Formulate a thought. A lot of your kids right now don't even know, never even conducted a term paper yet. There's no sense of research and development. But then they'll get mad at you when you try to answer their questions, and then they want to speak over you.
Yeah.
And it gets annoying. What a lot of these guys don't understand is that they become annoying.
If he had stated his case, I just got here, what's the point? It's obviously it's a joke, okay? You should have let it go. We're not here. What's the end game? Dude, we're here to have fun, okay?
No investigation.
Well, BJ, it's deeper than that.
Hold on.
No critical thinking, no investigational skills. You want somebody to spoon feed you the answers.
Yes.
Well, instead of saying what's direct, because usually what's direct is the most honest way. If you see a broken window inside, then what does that tell you? Where did the suspect come in? From the outside. If I see a broken window on the outside, usually that's either where the point of exit is, or you're trying to fake a break-in.
Yeah. Let me read my. Yeah. Go ahead. Finish.
But instead of actually looking at the simplicity of the conversation and the material, here comes Buzz Killington to kill the mood.
Kill the mood. Yeah. What is your purpose of being here? But I'm not offended. It's bullshit. I said jokes, satire, and parody are wasted on the stupid. Extrapolate as you will. I heard that. I am for real in my soft guy era. I am 23-year-old boy, Drizzle. I heard that. Go ahead. Finish. And then you get to chaos.
I'm going to end it with this. Why do you think most of your greatest satire were in intellectual magazines?
Yeah.
It was above people's thinking.
Yep. It was. Go ahead, Chaos. Chaos, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. My internet just went distorted, but it's back on. All right.
Back off from the mic just a bit because you're coming in real high.
Yeah, am I high now? I gotta talk slowly.
Ooh, good grief. No, I'm saying is you're loud. What I'm saying is.
Yeah, I think it's Bluetooth. I don't know if I can adjust it. I'm gonna talk slowly as possible.
We're real quick because you're really your amp is really up.
Yeah, if I sit down. One thing I would like to say. I'm not sure what the purpose is. Certain people come on here and try to kill the stream about what is the point, what's the end game. And no, I'm saying you don't ask these questions when you watch certain streams, but you come here. So are you here defending the spending of women, or are you just mad that you're talking about black women that's talking about sprinkle? That should be the question.
The thing is, I mean, you guys, if you listen to him, was it clear what his point was? What his whole point was?
He was talking in circles, BGS, pure circles. There's not one point where you ask him a simple question and he don't want to answer. So it tells you came up here to fuck up the stream.
Okay.
That's how I see it. Because first of all, you ask him to come up and state his point, bullet points. He can't give one. He say he read this, but it's not clear what it is because he can't define from his own head from definition. We want to hear about your definition. What it does it really mean? If he'd have gone for that, then okay, you read it. But he didn't do that. He came up here, just want to hear himself talk, and he asked him about, did you want to live in a third world country or a first world country? He don't want to answer that. So obviously, so the answer is, you rather live here, but you don't like when black men talking about the sisters.
He doesn't want to be wrong because he's going to get trapped into a position where he can't answer the question. So he's trying to avoid it. It's called. In fact, they call it a gray area. Okay. In fact, go ahead. I'm going to look this up because we were just talking about this. Just talk about this. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, I agree. The gray area. Yeah. So obviously, he came up here to really did not add nothing to the context to the stream. This is a good stream to see what the counteraction of the sprinkle. I'm not sure why that was the biggest issue, and he come up here have a problem and tell me what's the end game. That means you did not find a stream. Someone probably show you this, and you came here to really say something, but not being clear what your intentions are.
Yeah.
That's what we all got out. You coming on the stream. Who talks about end game? Who asked about what's the end game? Oh, go ahead.
He asked about one more, and we're actually going to play this. This is from the Happy Wife School. How 3 ways women weaponize communication. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
What he just
did.
Go ahead.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, BJ, I have to just to lighten the mood up a bit. Since we were joking around. I had to bring the ads for you because you got a new sponsor now, BGS. You see, BGS Said More is proudly brought to you by Soft Guy Scented Oil. The premier scented oil for every brother who's in the soft guy era. That's Soft Guy Scented Oil. Drizzle, baby.
Hey, type that out. Hey, type that out, man. I'll do a voiceover for that.
I typed it out. I typed it in the. I did type it out, but you
okay, type it out. Okay, I'll do a voiceover.
Soft Guy
Sipping Oil.
Soft Guy Scented Oils, the premier oils for brothers in this soft guy era. Drizzle, baby.
Drizzle, baby. But
You
I
know,
want
you know, you know
Okay, go
what?
ahead. Go ahead.
I gotta say this. Given it's Eid right now because Ramadan ended just like yesterday, everything. There's a verse in the Quran that says, "Those who give you joy and laughter deserve a place in paradise." So BGS, you gotta pray for me, man. You gotta pray for me.
I got you.
You gotta pray for every one of us because we've been cracking jokes. We all need to make it to the promised land.
Drizzle.
Sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in and say that, like he said, he's new to your channel, but he's in the chat arguing, and like there was another dude in the chat that was also saying that he's new to the channel, he doesn't understand, and it was a simple thing of just listen for a little bit.
You want to sit down
so
and
you're
figure it
able
out?
to understand. Exactly, because like with BGS, it's like when I came to your channel, like I didn't come to a single live stream until like 6 months later, and that was just going over your older content.
Yeah.
So like if you don't understand the channel, at least go over the material first before you're here to argue.
If you want to come to, I don't mind 1 comment, 2 comments, fine. Things come and start arguing with the chat. I don't like that. Okay, especially if you're new.
And,
Yo, can you hear me?
It's not your turn to talk, sir.
No, I'm at,
It's not your turn to talk,
I
sir.
preface by saying
It's not your turn. It's not your turn to talk, sir.
No, I want to, because I see everyone's talking.
It's not your turn to talk, sir.
About me, so I just wanted to.
It's not your turn to talk, sir.
Oh wait, it's the same guy again?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take all critiques. I'm here.
I'll close
It's
with
not
this.
your turn to talk, sir.
Yeah, I'll just close with this. Yeah, because I did see him in the chat in your stream yesterday in the chat. He was saying that smart guy is bitter and resentful to his mom, and he sounds like he has unresolved issues and stuff. So I knew he was gonna go this way.
Yeah, Dre checked him about that.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Or is that today?
Let's say this.
That was yesterday.
Okay,
That was yesterday.
So he's here yesterday.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said, he's saying all this
Yeah.
stuff, so I'm not surprised it went this way.
So okay, okay, we should have argued about that yesterday. The thing is, I have my Fridays for this kind of stuff, right? This is supposed to be a joke, okay? But I want to play this, right? Because this is something. This is she actually explains how feminine this kind of shit is, right? Okay, this is 3 ways women weaponize communication, right? Okay.
Somebody got my background noise.
You guys mute up. Oh, don't worry.
Oh, it's me. I'm on the train. Don't trip. I'll mute.
To solve the issues, which is what communication is all about, is to be able to openly and honestly talk about the issues and come together to collaborate to find a fair and reasonable solution. We are adverse to conflict and we are adverse to resolution. We will do anything to avoid the pain of being exposed and being held accountable.
Yes.
So we destroy the environment to prevent communication so that nothing can be solved. And there are many ways as women that we destroy the environment to make it safe to have constructive conversations, to make it safe for our husbands to come to us and bring up issues that they're struggling with, that they would like to work together as a team to find a solution to. One of the biggest ways that we destroy the safe environment to be able to have constructive communication as women is that we know exactly how to poke, prod, and push our husbands' buttons to make them react negatively. So we will push and push and push, sometimes with a perfectly calm look on our face, and able to push our husbands over the edge for them to yell, for them to say hurtful things, for them to slam a fist on the counter. I remember one time many years ago, gosh, how long? It was probably 7 years ago or so now. But I was trying to learn to do this. I just really challenged as a woman with this wiring. But I pushed my husband to get upset, and he threw a glass in the sink and it broke. And I use that as I'm not safe with you. I need to leave now. And we will do that. We know exactly how to get our husbands to react and do things that then we can say they are creating the unsafe environment. They yell, they'll throw something, not even at us, just like my husband threw something in the sink. Very level-headed, good man, not a violent man at all. We'll get them to yell. We'll get them to storm out of the room and slam a door, punch a wall, and then weaponize that against them, that they have created the unsafe environment when we were the instigators, and did that all as a way. It's kind of ironic, right? All as a way to avoid pain, avoid the emotional pain of being exposed and looking at ourselves and avoiding solving the issues. Another way that we create an unsafe environment and weaponize communication to avoid getting to that resolution is we will bring up things from the past. So our husband might come to us and bring up something he'd like to work on. Let's say, let's just use budget, and wants to work on our spending and try to get us on a budget. And we'll bring up things from a year, 2 years back.
Another one, we won't stay on point. You move the goalposts, right? You bring up something that's outside the direct discussion, right?
5 years, 10 years. Well, what about when you bought this? And what about when you were spending money on this? And we'll try to weaponize their actions against them to avoid looking at ourselves and avoid what they're trying to talk about and just totally take the conversation off track. Another way we create unsafe environment to have communication is we'll weaponize things our husband has vulnerably shared with us in the past, that they've opened up and shared a fear, or they've opened up and shared a weakness or a shortcoming. And in a conversation, we will pull those things out of our back pocket and weaponize those things against them. Ultimately, in our pain avoidance and not wanting to resolve the issues, all the ways we create an unsafe environment are through our emasculation of our husbands so that they feel unsafe and what will either react negatively or shut down. And again, go along to get along to avoid rocking the boat because of the unsafe environment we have created as women. In this pain avoidance and in our unwillingness to resolve issues, the reason we don't want the issues resolved, the reason we want the issues with a budget or the issues with sex and intimacy or the issues with parenting or the issues with family and in-laws to persist is so that we have something and someone to blame and an excuse of why we're unhappy, why we are miserable in our marriages, and a reason, again, to play the victim and not have to look at ourselves. That's why we want the problems to persist. So for the men wondering, gosh, she said, we talked about this. She said she would change it. She's not changing it. The reason she's not changing it is she wants the problem there because it's the perfect excuse to be unhappy and be a victim and blame you or blame the marriage or blame her past or blame her upbringing for why she can't change, because then she doesn't have to look at herself and be accountable. And so men, you want to know, this is how you know you are not the problem. This is how you know you are not the problem, because as a good man, you're pragmatic and you are a problem solver. If it was up to a good man, he could sit down and list out the main issues and problems in the relationship, which is a short list for us as women. The
list is
the
long.
list of problems.
What did he just do with the list of problems, right? Okay, start with one short list, one video, and one discussion. It branched out into socialism, capitalism, and family formation and societal formation, right? Branched out into all this, and it kept going. So stick to one point, okay? Stick to one point. You can argue one point. You can't argue 1,000.
And issues we have with our.
And the thing is, I'm very good at sliding with you, okay? I'll slide with you as far as, because I'm very versed in a lot of this shit. I'll slide with you. I slid with you. I kept sliding with you. You kept sliding because you wanted to find a flag where you actually say I'm right and build upon that.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, BGS. They were actually insulting your intelligence because he didn't even know what socialism meant. When you asked him what socialism meant, he said, "Let's Google it."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, my definition of socialism. What does that sound like?
Sound like a goddamn woman.
That's exactly that's exactly how this younger generation has been raised and educated. They don't actually know anything. They just feel a bunch of shit. When you ask them something specific, they start talking about what they feel like it should be. So you be confused because socialism has a meaning.
You don't need to know something if you can Google it and then just get a bunch of bullshit answers.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Google has made this last generation coming up believe that they're intelligent and they're dumb as fuck because they Google one little article and think that they know something about a whole situation. It's like they didn't even teach them the 5 W's in school to learn before they had a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
We all learned the analytical thinking process: who, what, when, where, why. They don't go none of that. They just go straight to the point that they want to make.
Hey, G, I literally just wrote out a mathematical equation on how to solve for y. Using who, what, when, where, why. I literally just wrote out a mathematical equation on that. But that goes to show you, as far as just not to cut whoever off is speaking, but I just wanted to support that fact that you were absolutely correct on that. That comes from my scholastic conditioning. So I'm gonna fall back, but you're absolutely right on that, fam.
So what they're really doing
Okay,
is
which
they're insulting your intelligence because he thought he was smarter than you first.
Okay.
He came up here like I got recommended this channel, and you don't know what you're talking about because of this word and that word. And when you
Okay.
brought up Marx, he didn't have nothing to say about Marx. How could you talk about socialism and not talk about Marx?
I did bring up Marx. What are you
This is
talking
the
about?
stuff that these kids are doing. But go
I
ahead.
asked him directly. Do you have you read Marx? Guess what he said? No, I'm
I
reading.
said
it.
I
No,
did.
he haven't. He didn't
No,
I
you
did say
didn't.
that.
No, you didn't. Okay.
I did.
know what
You asked me if I read Marx, and I said I didn't read Marx.
No,
I said I didn't read all of Marx,
no,
but
you
I've read
did.
Marx.
That's not what you said.
That's not what you said.
That's not what you said.
That's
son.
exactly
Now
what
you
I
go.
That's not
I
what
have
you
no
said.
I have no reason to come
Hey,
into here and lie.
Q, you had 600 people listening to what you said,
And it's recorded.
and
You
it's
know what?
recorded.
You know what, Q? I would love to have you on my show.
Matter of fact,
Right?
BGs, I believe that's how you
What?
go. You said you
BGS.
pointed out. No, I'm
What?
saying you pointed out that you said I'm reading. You said that I said that I was reading Marx.
No,
So
I asked, no, dude. I asked you, have you read
He
Marx?
asked if you have
and I
read.
said yes, and I've
No,
even
you
proven.
didn't
I've
say
even
yes.
go ahead.
No, you
Oh my
didn't.
God.
No, you didn't say it.
Because I've even pointed out
No,
articles that I've read from Marx
you're not okay.
before.
You're not even listening to what we're saying.
You just asked if I
No,
read
no,
Marx.
you're not even listening to what we're saying.
Go ahead.
You're listening to reply, not comprehend.
Not comprehend.
I
You're not
would
listening to what we're saying.
have you on my show
Go
later
ahead.
today.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna explain this to you, man. Just
I don't
say
need you
I
to explain
don't know,
anything.
or
He's
I
still,
have
he's still
not.
I
talking.
appreciate that.
He's still talking. Okay.
You BGS. I'm gonna explain to you. Yesterday, I went to open up a business account at a bank, and one of these ladies during the conversation tried to say that women are smarter, and I said, when and why? I said, let's look at your degrees. Do women make anything that changed the world? No. You don't even defend it. You don't create it. So how are you smarter? As a matter of fact, if y'all so smart, why are you complaining about getting married and being in a relationship with lesser men?
The thing, if you're so smart and you're so smart and you have the same opportunities and advantages as men do, how come you haven't taken over?
And that's what I told him. I said, let's see. I said, if you're so smart and if she tried to use the wage gap, if you're so smart, why are you stupid enough to take a job that's going to pay you less? I said, if women are so smart, why don't we just have an all-female workforce?
Yes.
BGs, that's what prompted my question.
Hey.
I'm being respectful. I'm saying that's what prompted my question.
Oh, let me ask you this: is respectful talking to somebody while they're talking?
He finished his statement.
No, I was talking. Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear me talking?
No, but I just want to clarify that.
No.
That's what prompted my question.
Wait. Did you hear me? Did you hear me talking? Did you hear me talking?
Hello.
If you hear me talking, you talk through me. That's being rude, sir.
Were you raised about men?
You know that's a no. You know that's a no. Because the measure of a man is admitting when he's wrong, admitting when he doesn't know something, and knowing when to ask for help. You know that's a no. It's a rhetorical statement,
Were
brother.
you raised with your father? Because I think that's the important question right here. Were you raised with your father?
No.
I can tell. You know how I can tell?
But what is it? I've had men in my life.
I'm gonna tell
figures in my life.
so I can answer your question. You have no impulse control. That's a womanly thing.
You respond, I respond. Is that simple?
No,
there you go.
No. You're giving me
That was a feminine response, buddy.
You have no impulse control. You have no patience. That's what women do.
You don't even okay.
We do know
that.
That's
We don't
I can't be
need
mad
it.
at your opinion. I can't be mad.
It's not opinion. You told us when we asked you the question.
Then ask me if I had an impulse issue. So
you
you're making
let me cut through all this stuff. Dude, why are you here? And why are you still here?
Thank you.
I that's why I prefaced it by asking about the law.
Why are
I answered
here? And why are you still here?
Well, I thought when I saw your video pop up, I thought it was interesting. I thought the subject at hand was interesting. And then I started hearing smart talk. This was yesterday. And I was like, it's some things I don't necessarily agree with. Now,
so why are you still here?
I don't see an issue with having a disagreement.
No.
Whether
No.
other people disagree with me, I don't think there should be.
Answer my question. Why are you still here?
I answered it.
No, you didn't.
I answered it.
What is the purpose of you still being here?
To me, the purpose is I think there's a lot to learn, especially with you being an older
Get to the
gentleman.
point.
I just said it.
Yeah. Elevator pitch, bro. Elevator pitch.
So in other
I don't
words,
have nothing to prove to nobody.
So in other words, how can you learn from me if you're constantly talking through me and not listening?
It's not necessarily and like I said, I don't know you. So I don't know if you have these type of relationships with these guys. I don't feel like I don't think it's healthy for us to have this type of back and forth.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'll drop everybody. No, I'll drop everybody for a second. All right, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, man, because this is starting to irritate the fuck out of me. Okay, irritates the fuck out of me. Okay, it really does. It irritates the fuck out of me. I asked you a simple, clear, concise question. Okay, what is the purpose of you being here and still here?
Because I think you would provide a lot of. I think you are well studied from what I've heard, and from even the video that you posted that said socialism and all that. I didn't know you had that in your catalog, and I've said that I haven't gone through your whole discography. I preface that.
Okay.
So the fact that you do have that, that's great. Maybe I can learn something from that. But based on what I've seen in the past couple of videos, I'm like, okay, this is different. I think
what do you really have to say? Because evidently you want to say something. You really don't want to talk to me. You want to say something. What do you want to say?
It's not a combative thing. I want you to understand that.
No.
This is not me getting on your channel to antagonize or any of that. I don't.
Clearly, you're antagonizing me. Why you think you're antagonizing me? Whatever I said.
No, I said that's not my intent.
So the thing is, why do you keep doing it?
I don't think having a different opinion is antagonizing.
You don't think. But the thing is that the way I see it?
Okay, if you see it as antagonize, that we can agree to disagree, or we can
no.
figure it out. I think that's healthy.
You're on my channel. You're on my channel. Okay.
I mean, I understand it's your channel. That goes without saying.
Okay. Finish my thought. I think
there can be a healthier
finish my thought, because you interrupted me, and like you knew what I was getting ready to say. So finish my thought.
No, you said something that it didn't need to be said. I know it's your channel. I'm not here to disrespect you.
No, finish my thought.
I just said I'm not here to disrespect you.
No.
I don't know what there's to be upset about.
No. I'm not upset.
You are upset,
dude. Why do you think I'm upset?
Because the fact that you have to say this is my channel, that goes without saying. And I prefaced.
Have you ever argued with your girlfriend, or do you have one?
What happened?
You ever argued with your girlfriend?
Plenty of times.
And when she's talking and rambling, does that frustrate you?
I don't necessarily look at it like.
As yes or no, dude?
That's the thing. I don't consider certain things as rambling.
Dude. So in other words, when she goes on and won't let you talk, okay, like women tend to do, does that frustrate you?
With certain women in the past, yes, it has.
So what you're doing right now is frustrating because you're doing the same thing.
No, we're having a back and forth discussion.
No.
We're not. And I respond. That's not rambling.
That's where you see it.
You're asking me a question and I answer. That's not rambling.
I asked you a question and you give me all this other stuff. Like, okay, I said, okay, it's a yes or no question, right? You may have some caveats, right? But you go all the way around the park and all the tourist distractions. Oh, look at the gate. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm giving you the response.
Oh, you're giving me Oh, thank you, sir.
No,
some more, please.
We're better
more,
than that.
please.
I'm not. It's not
some
like
more, please.
Some
more, please. Okay, some more, please, because you have it.
Better than that.
No, evidently you're not.
I said we. I think we're better.
Wait.
I think we're better.
Blah, 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 blah.
You don't consider that
Blah, blah,
childish?
blah, 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 blah.
You don't consider
Blah,
what
blah,
you're
blah,
doing
blah, blah, blah,
childish?
blah, 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 blah.
So if a
Blah,
woman
blah,
was
blah,
to
blah,
do
blah,
that,
blah, 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 blah,
you
blah,
won't
blah,
consider
blah,
that
blah, blah,
childish?
blah, 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 blah.
I
You
think
like that?
I think you got
Blah,
a
blah,
lot
blah,
to
blah, blah,
teach
blah, blah,
me
blah,
here.
blah, 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 blah.
And
Do you like that?
it's unfortunate
Blah,
that
blah, 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 blah. It's unfortunate of what, man? Because you have we have 400 people watching, man.
we
Okay.
do.
And I brought you up here so we can have a back and forth, right? But I can't have a back and forth if you're gonna cut me off after 10 seconds because you think you know where I'm going.
I didn't say that I did.
Yes, you did. You just keep doing it. Okay. I've asked you to stop like 50 times, okay? But you keep doing it. It's called impulse control. I asked you, do you actually want your 2 minutes to say what you got to say? Well, I don't think we need to do that. Why don't? Why not? Let's solve something. You can clearly get what you have to say after 2 minutes and be quiet. And I can say something. Because this is the quietest I've seen you since the whole time we've been talking. Now, my question to you, okay, you clearly came up here yesterday. That's what they said, right? Okay.
Right.
You recommended, right? So you
Right.
heard stuff that you didn't like, right?
It wasn't about like. It was just I just disagreed with it. That's it.
So you disagreed with it, and that's it. So you had
That's
no
it.
feeling. You had no feeling about it one way. You actually neutral about it.
It's not neutral. I think
Did you like what you heard, or you didn't like what you heard?
it's not a like or dislike. I just didn't agree. I don't like the Chargers. That doesn't mean I don't they're not I'm not into football. That doesn't mean I don't like football. It's not my thing.
Did you like what you heard, or you didn't like what you heard?
I just said it's not a like or dislike thing.
So why you bringing that stuff over to the next show, which is supposed to be funny? It's a joke. Did you understand the joke, or did you get it?
It took me a minute, but I was like, oh, okay. And then that prompted my question. How does this? Because even with the gentleman in the
thing is,
previously,
the thing is, the title of the show for a reason. Okay.
Well, of course, y'all have. I didn't hear you talking. I didn't hear it. That was on me.
So, you want to talk? Because you really want to talk. You really don't want to hear me.
You can state your point.
No.
I said I didn't.
No. Because every time I start talking or try to talk, see, if you pause, I'm supposed to jump in. Is that it? Or so to make a stream of consciousness and not stop? How are we supposed to do carry on with this discussion? Because I pause for a half a second, you want to jump in because you want to talk. But you want to talk. But things you don't want to. You actually want to give me the reason that you're still here. So why'd you come back the next day?
Because I saw what the matter of fact what was the title? Drizzle. So that's real with the soft guy era. I thought that was interesting because I never heard that.
Okay, so
I've heard soft girl era, but I've never heard soft guy era. So I was like, okay, this.
So if you didn't understand what it was, I can just lay back and listen.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the videos. I was like, oh, is this being said? Oh, it's satirical. Oh, okay. And then I was like, and I saw a couple of the comments, and I was like, I wonder if people actually feel this way, and if they do, I'm not upset at it because I get it. I get feeling that way. I just want to know, does it progress? Does that mentality progress?
We don't know. We don't know, do we? It just started. How do we know?
But that was my question. That was it.
That was it.
Because I think, and this is why I said I want.
Okay.
I'm giving you. Hold on, real quick.
Make your
this
point.
Is why I said I'm giving you your
point.
respect because I think you do have a lot of knowledge.
If
you're the fact that you're speaking on things like socialism, capitalism, whatever, I think there's a lot to teach. And what I'm saying is, given what you know about those different frameworks, I wonder how. Based on what you've learned and the social dynamics between men and women in those frameworks, if there's anything else to offer. Because we see what the capital mindset does to people.
Okay.
It causes these
And,
50-50 relationship questions and all that. That's what I'm saying.
okay. And you're okay. And your solution to this is what?
I don't. Okay, I get you asking that question. It's not me. It's not me coming into your channel deal saying like I have the solution. That's why I said I want it to be an open discussion. I want it to
Okay.
be fleshed out.
But is that discussion or that question appropriate for this particular show?
I think it can be.
Why?
I think you can have both.
Not it can be.
I think you can have both. I'm not saying it's
No.
one or the other. I think it can be both.
No. If we're all laughing, having a good time and joking, right? Why now?
I believe you saying, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You said, okay, I'm gonna do a couple more of these videos and then we're gonna talk about something else. That's when you started acknowledging my comments, and I was like,
no. In other words, I do a couple of. The thing is, I had acknowledged a couple of your comments, right? The thing is, I was actually going to transition to the online stuff, right? To the stuff, to the video stuff, right? Okay, but you have a question, right? About soft guy era, right? What's the question is? Does it transition to something else, right? It already has. Okay. The thing is, you're late on the transition. Have you read the book by Richard Reeves of Boys and Men?
Of Boys, I've heard about it.
Have you read it?
No.
Just simple question, right? You haven't read it, right? Have you seen interviews of Richard Reeves talking about Boys and Men?
You said Richard Reeves?
Richard Reeves, yes. Of Boys
no, I
and
have
Men.
not.
You should check it out, okay? Because
what is there a particular one in general?
Google him. There's about 50, okay?
Okay.
Pick your best one. He's pretty much the same shtick, right? You probably better read the book, okay?
You said of Boys and Men.
Boys and Men. Richard Reeves of the Brookings Institute,
okay.
Right?
I can check that out.
Okay.
And that's see, you see how it is now. That I'm not coming at that's why I meant by I'm not coming at you like da 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 da, because I have books that I've read too.
Yes, you were. Okay.
I said,
no, dude. You said you're new to the chat, right?
Right.
I said, how come you just didn't lay back like everybody else does? Fill out the channel before you start commenting. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Is this? I'm a little older, right? Is this the way you guys talk to each other?
Yeah. I think there's more nuance now.
No. Is this the way you guys go back and forth with each other?
Yes.
Interrupt each other?
Yes.
In mid-sentence?
Yes. Because it's not necessarily a monologue. It's open discussion. Sometimes you might say something, or in this case, I might say something you might not disagree with, and you cut me off, and I have to have the trust that you're going to say something better than I'm about to say.
When I cut you off, you get it. You say, well, I was getting to it. I was finishing. Blah 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 blah. Right? You don't like being cut off. Okay. You want to be heard.
Only when you ask me a question
that you don't answer.
Miss BG,
BG,
the reason why you
or Eli depends on which one you want to call me. Okay, which one comes.
What's your name?
Eli.
Nice to meet you. Eli. The reason why my answer seems so drawn out because I think you can agree to this. I don't think when we talk about things like as complex as capitalism, social, like it's just a black and white statement. I think that, and that's what I meant by the implication.
You don't even know enough about it to even get to that.
And that's why I said I don't know.
Well, then it's not,
I'm not here to say that I know.
Well, then don't argue about stuff you don't know anything about. Stick to
the
question.
I didn't say I didn't know anything about it. I said I don't know everything.
Stick to the question, okay? Stick to the question I asked, okay? You brought in socialism, capitalism, all this other kind of stuff, right? Which is social formation, right? And I asked you, okay, what's your answer? You don't have none.
Well, you asked me what end goal meant to me, and I said more of a
end goal to what? Not what it meant to you. To what? You said, what's your end goal? I said, end goal to what?
I think the end goal is to
A better
End goal,
society.
end
A
goal
better
to
society. And I know that sounds like a whole bunch of fluff. I know it sounds like
okay, there
fluff.
you go. There you go. There
I
you go.
know it
You don't
sounds
even,
like fluff.
it
but,
is fluff. It is fluff.
but
Okay.
I have
No, it
what
is
I can
fluff.
point
It
to.
ain't no buts. It is fluff. I asked you direct questions. You don't have no direct answers. That's
No,
fluff.
that was my direct answer.
That's not a direct answer.
But I have examples of what I'm
Did
talking
you go
about.
to school?
And that I put.
Did you go to school?
Hold on, Eli.
Did you go to school?
Yeah,
Yes or no? College.
I did a little bit of college.
A little bit of college. Ever write a paper?
Yes.
Could you write your paper with fluff like that and the teacher give you an A? You know how to be direct.
People usually think
No.
of
I
utopian
asked you,
societies
answer my
as fluff.
question. Answer
That's
my
answering your question.
No, it is not.
Well, I don't know what answer you're looking for because people look
Yeah,
at utopian.
When I asked you,
People look at utopian ideas as fluff.
if you wrote that kind of fluff on a paper, hand it to your teacher, would she give you an A? Direct question.
But I have context into what I'm saying. It's not just
no.
Eli, I'm saying my answer isn't just let's have a better society.
That's female. I asked you.
That's not female. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I will do that because
that's not my answer though. My answer isn't just a better society.
I asked you a direct question. Okay, a direct question for a reason.
Right.
You didn't answer it. You went. What I did answer your question. No, you didn't. You went past it.
No,
you went to another subject. Okay?
That's not another subject.
It is another subject.
You asked me what the end goal is. Define what it is. That's a better society.
What was the last question I asked you?
You just said define what a
no.
What's
the last question I asked you?
You asked me would a teacher grade give me an A based off me saying
the fluff that you're saying right now. You put it on paper. Would she give you an A?
But I'm saying my answer isn't just a bet. No. I'm saying Eli. I'm saying my answer isn't just
give you an A.
A better society.
Would she give you an A?
My answer isn't
would
just
she give you
a
an
better
A?
Society.
Would she give you an A?
Well, if you want to
would
stick
she give
to
an
that,
A?
if you want to stick
would
to that,
she give you an A?
You think my essay would be 3 words? A better society?
Would you give an A? Would you give me? Would she give you an A?
My answer wouldn't be a better society. That wouldn't be my essay.
No. Would she give you an A?
That wouldn't be my answer.
No, would she give you an A? Would she give you an A?
We're going in circles because that's not.
It's not in circles. I asked you a direct question.
My essay wouldn't be a better essay.
I didn't ask you all that. I didn't ask you all that. Okay.
Then if we're talking about expanded thought, then yes, she will give me an A because I have references that I can point back to.
Well, you have references. You have to make points, right?
Yeah, I think I put in there. Cooperation Jackson. I'm not sure if you've heard.
Cooperation Jackson. What does that mean?
It's a cooperative out of Mississippi. They got it going on now. I think you'll actually like it.
In other words, have you ever heard of Madagascar in Spain?
Yeah, in Spain. They're the biggest cooperative. Yeah,
we're cooperative. We know what co-ops are. Okay.
I'm not okay. Well, I'm not saying y'all don't. I'm just saying as far as that's why I said it's not just fluff of a better society. No, I'm actually looking at things and being like, okay, these are things that are happening.
You want to talk. Okay. Hold on. Let me give you 2 minutes because you want to talk. You don't want to ask questions. You want to talk. Because all you're doing is talk.
You want me to ask you a question?
No. All you want to do is talk. So I'm giving you. I have a timer. That's why I have this, right? I got this timer to give you 2 minutes, so that you don't continually talk. Okay.
Okay.
All right. There it is. 2 minutes. Go.
Appreciate it, Eli. I look at what you've learned, what I've learned, and I'm like, okay, there are some things here because growing up, I went through the Patrice O'Neal tree and the Black Phillip and all that, and then you kind of hear these things. And it's like, yeah, a lot of this stuff does make sense. The way women do certain things, that's fine. But of course, when I started looking more into the leaders that we have, Malcolm X, Kwame Ture, Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, their concern wasn't necessarily about the dynamics of men and women. It was more of what are we going to do as a community? So yeah, we can talk about this. We can have an open discussion about this, but is it going to be harmonious into what we're trying to build?
which is a better community, which ends up leading to a better society. And that's what made me preface, or what made me ask you, what's the end goal? And if you've discussed that already, that's fine. You can point me to the video. But that was why I asked the question. Well, I get the satirical deal, whatever, but what are y'all building over here? If y'all are building something great, cool. That's it.
You done? You sure?
It's all you, Eli.
Okay. Do you know how culture is built? Yes or no?
Do I know how culture is built?
Yes. 3 components.
I don't know the 3 components. So
There's really just 2. It's called human beings and what they need in their environment, right?
Okay.
You change the human being or you change the environment, right? Okay. So if you want the human being to change, you have to change the environment. The thing is, the reason that that Kwame Ture, Malcolm X, and all these people were not successful is because the environment is not right for what they want to change.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't right for what they wanted to change until after World War II. So rights didn't happen until after World War II for a reason.
Excuse me.
You all right?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. It's where civil rights came from. Kwame Ture, all these people came out of that environment, right? What happens after 1971 when the dollar crashed? Okay.
Right.
All the money that went into all these changes, it wasn't there no more. Neoliberalism took over. Something had to rise up to take its place. That's what
you said. The money that went into these changes. What do you mean?
Okay. Do you know anything about money in the economy?
Yes.
Okay. In other words, you want social programs, social change. How does it come about?
Are you asking me, or that's a rhetorical?
It's asking.
I believe it's bottom up. I think the people will support what they feel is for the people.
Okay. So in other words, if it's gonna be some kind of labor, even communal, right?
Right.
Got to be paid for somehow, either in labor or exchange or something, right? In this country, in this world, really, how does that happen? It has to be paid for by what?
Capital. Money.
Capital, which is money, right? What happens when you don't have no money?
Oh, I didn't catch that last part. Go ahead.
What happens when you don't have no money? Your capital.
What's it called? You have to scratch the whole thing. You have to start over.
So you start over, right? It's neoliberalism, right? Which is a different aspect.
Okay, can you define that? Because this is why I'm asking. So if something doesn't work out,
it is not going to be a 2-hour
for sure
conversation because I am not getting paid. Okay, so
Eli, I wouldn't even do you like that.
Oh, you're doing me already, but it's okay. Because
I enjoy you. Eli, I appreciate you even saying
because I'm teaching stuff that you don't know because you're asking questions. Okay, because guess what?
Okay, go ahead.
Contrary to popular belief, I've been through this shit already, right? I'm pro-black, Pan-Africanism, right? I've heard all this stuff for the last 40 years. Okay, so this working together, all this kind of stuff. Who betrayed you in 1964 with the Civil Rights Bill that allowed white women in? Who betrayed you?
Who?
Your black woman. Civil rights and affirmative action, that kind of stuff. White women were not supposed to be part of that.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Intersectional feminism. Where does that come from? Do they include the boys?
You're asking?
Yes.
I believe it does.
Oh,
really? I don't think.
No. Believe it. Show me where.
I can't point to what you're talking about, like institutional wise or
institutional wise, Congress wise, grants, whatever, right? Who gets the lion's share of that stuff after the white? Who gets the lion's share after the white women?
In intersectional, would you say intersectional feminism?
In feminism, intersectional feminism, culture, whatever. After white women sweep up all 83% of the affirmative action and civil rights.
Who does it go? Okay, so you're saying we're getting the scraps, pretty much.
Don't you think so?
No, I agree. I'm saying.
So in other words, if if white women are protected by black women because intersex feminism protects white women, right?
Mhm.
Because they need because white women get the bulk, they get the pie, black women get the scraps. Who gets the crumbs?
We do.
Black men.
We're at the bottom of the
Yes,
yeah.
yes, we're the floor. Yeah.
Right.
It's Dr. Claude Anderson said that, right?
Right.
The designated underclass. Who's the designated underclass? It's not black women, it's black men.
Mhm.
Okay. Who's gonna solve that? Because women are not willing to give up power. They're on their shit. Black girl power and all that other kind of crap. Okay. So in other words, guess who has to do it? Because nobody else will.
Say that last part one more time. You like cut
Guess
out.
who has to do it when nobody else will?
Oh, we do.
We do. Okay.
For sure.
That's what they call the black manosphere, right? So in other words, when Kevin Samuels went through all that stuff about high value men and women came over with the soft girl era, I want $200 for lunch and blah blah blah, all this kind of crap they spit out across social media. Don't you think it deserves a response?
I do. I think even I think it's interesting you saying that you're a Pan-African,
Yeah.
because that I believe that to be a radical ideology,
No, it's not.
and the fact that you have the awareness of that.
Why are we deflecting from the subject?
No, I'm answering it. Okay, you're right. You're right. That's a little drawn out. That's a little drawn out.
No. Where does Pan-African have to do with it? I could explain to you chapter and verse about it. Okay, but the thing is, it's happening right now. Okay, I spent 2003 2004 11 years doing that shit before I came to YouTube.
Okay, I guess my question is: do you think radical ideology needs to be? Go ahead. Do you think radical ideology needs to be spread more on the YouTube side? Because radical, and this is why I said it's not a feminist thing. It's not this is why I said it's not, and I don't know why your audience keeps making, oh, he's a feminist. I don't think it's radical enough.
You know why they?
I don't think it's radical enough.
You know why the audience thinks that you're a feminist? You know why?
What's up?
Because you sound like one.
I mean, that's their opinion.
No. We can, we had time. We could go to FD Signal. He sounds just like him. Intersectional feminist sounds just like one. But there's nothing. That's beside the point.
I think there's more radical stuff that can be done, because I think the radical stuff actually helps both sides, and that's the side that I'm on. I'm on the let's just deconstruct everything and figure out what we want, which is what you're essentially talking about with what you've been a part of in the past, because that was the whole thing. Let's destructure what America thinks it should be and create what we want, have our own self-determination.
How are you gonna have self-determination when you sit with the designated underclass and only 6% of the population?
It's I don't want to get all like fair.
No, we can get
no,
all.
I get what you're saying, because
bullshit. Come on, man. I've been through this.
No, I get what you have you heard of this book called The Myth of Black Buying
Power? No, you okay? I haven't read it. I've heard.
You'll like it. You'll like it. It blows up a lot of.
It's the same. We've been arguing that shit for 40 years. It's nothing new. Okay.
Right. So I get what you're saying. Where the resources going to come from, but I think that's
Tony and Yvette actually did that for like 4 years before he even wrote the book. Okay.
You said who?
Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks actually did that for 4 years before he even wrote the book. He does Tone Talks does that shit every month. He talks about this Black Buying Power. Okay?
Oh,
the myth of
the guy I'm talking about is Jared Ball.
Jared Ball, which
which
I'm so about him. Okay, but
you're so about him.
Yeah, I remember when he actually wrote the book and actually talked about it. I'm so about Jared Ball.
Okay, well, but I get what you're saying, like where the resources are going to come from, and that's why I said I've been looking into things like what's going on out in Mississippi, and then of course we have a long history of taking the scraps that we do have and putting together something beneficial for society.
But you want what? Self-determination, right?
Yes, I think self-determination can come out of that.
They don't want a black community even exist, much less be self-determined.
I agree.
Okay, so how you gonna get that?
I think, and that's what made me ask about your definition about neoliberalism, because you said, let's say we do try and it gets torn down, or not even torn down. It's not supported enough. And we start over. You said that's neoliberalism, because to me that's just making
No,
another
no,
attempt.
no. Neoliberalism is a reformation of
The status quo.
it's basically it's what they call old-fashioned Trotskyism, as they call it, conservatism, neoconservatism mixed up with finance, right?
Right.
Basically by force, whether
Right.
it's social, whether it's political, whether it's monetary or military. Okay.
Right.
Okay. The first neoliberal action was actually in against Pinochet, not Pinochet, against Allende down in Chile, and put Pinochet in office, right? Which is a neo-Nazi, right, or a neoconservative. Okay. That's what you have. What you have right now running your government is a neoliberal, classic neoliberalism, right?
What, Biden?
With Biden, yeah, with neocons on one side and neoliberals on the other. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And that's why I suggested the book. Okay. That's
homeboys,
Gerstl's book. Okay, that explains it. Okay, that explains all this crap. This neoliberalism. Why do you think feminism actually rose the same time that neoliberalism did?
I can see the parallels. I can see it.
Why do you think? Or you don't know. Just say you don't know if you don't know.
I don't know. Let me know.
Thank you. Okay. Then you would have to know about demographics and what they call the so-called B cycle, which is arms-bearing men. Right. What happened in the 60s?
You said B cycle.
The B cycle in demographics, which is
okay.
The boom cycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Child rearing women and arms bearing men, right? What is the biggest group of boys being born in the United States? It's called the what?
What, the boomers?
Baby boomers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
B cycles overturn societies. How do you prevent that? Especially if you run out of money. Either buy them out, and when you run out of money, guess what you have to do?
What?
Take power away from them. How do you do that?
No.
Huh?
I'm asking how.
Feminism, right? You give it to the women.
Oh, getting the women into the workforce. Oh, got you.
No, the women wouldn't work for now. The workforce. What's the first thing the women took over in 1972 under Title IX?
What?
School system. Why?
Oh, what? Because the men were at war.
No. Give me the boy at 7. I give you the man. It's called socialization, indoctrination. This is what the Prussian school system was actually meant for. So you've been indoctrinated, sir. You just don't know it.
I'm definitely. Look, Eli. I'm definitely not disagreeing with you on that. I think there's still a lot for me to unpack at 28 years old.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're doing more talking like you had all the answers.
No, I don't want that to ever. I don't want that to ever come across like I know it all, because I believe in collective consciousness. I feel like there's a lot to learn from you. I think the people in your community might have a lot to offer. But I never want to come across like I have everything figured out.
So the thing is, you're trying to figure out what this whole manosphere is about, right? Because you're not part of it, right? Yes or no?
No, I'm thinking about it. I guess you could say
you don't know.
Yeah, I don't really. I guess that's why I said what. So no.
What camp are you in?
I guess you could say more. I guess you could say more. My. I've been looking more into radical frameworks.
What camp are you in?
I don't know what camp it would be.
Are you pro-black? Are you Pan-Africanist? Are you intersection?
I would say.
What camp are you in?
I would say Pan-African. I would say radical
pro-black.
anarchism.
Radical anarchism. What does that mean to you?
What does anarchism mean to me?
What does radical anarchism mean to you?
I think it means destroying the hierarchies. I believe that means bottom up collectivity and
Okay,
cooperation.
where has that ever existed?
Where has it ever existed?
Yes.
Well, it's a bad example, but it started. I don't want to say it started with the Bolsheviks. You have examples, the Paris communes.
I
You
remember.
have the Bolsheviks. You have matter of fact, they had something in Chile. I found it funny you brought up Chile. Chile had something going on, and then there was a coup d'etat over there.
Yes, in 1971, right? Salvador Allende, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It has to be a continuous, because they got the power and ended up doing the same thing as the previous.
Oh, really? Why do you think that is, sir?
Come on, Eli. You don't have to be sarcastic with me.
No,
man.
why do you think that is? I'm being serious. Why do you think that is? You put yourself on the mic. You came in hot, okay? You came in hot.
I think the people weren't prepared for that type of power, because it's easy to fall back on the status quo because you kind of see that essentially that's the only framework you know for a majority of your life, and then now you have all this power and you have to decide how to wield it fairly and operate. I think that's a lot of pressure on anybody, let alone a community. And unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it's not supported. So you have to be able to figure it out, build it up. If it falls, build it back up again.
You're spitballing. Okay. In other words, basically, how do human beings actually work as a society?
We're social beings.
We're social beings. See, name me a place where a society that didn't have a hierarchy. Name me a society that doesn't have a hierarchy. Ever had a hierarchy? Name me one.
I'm not necessarily, and I get what you're saying. It is a contradiction.
I
get what no.
Name
It's
me.
not I'm agreeing with you.
Stop talking. Name me one.
I just said I agree with you. That's a contradiction.
No. If you can't say I don't have one, give me an answer.
I don't. If that's what you want, yeah. I
don't have one because it doesn't exist. You know why it doesn't exist? What at the base level is called a tribe, right? Okay.
For sure.
Okay. At the base. So in other words, does tribe have a leader?
Yes. Usually, yes.
Do they have a council?
Yes.
Yes. It's hierarchy.
I'm not disagreeing with that point. I'm saying I think, and maybe this is from my lack of experience of being in, like you mentioned, you said you've been doing this for 40 years or whatever.
I'm asking.
I haven't been doing it.
I'm teaching. Okay, right.
I get that.
I guess I stop talking. I'm teaching. Okay.
Eli, let's come on, man.
No. Ain't no come on. I'm teaching. You're talking. Do you want to be right? I can close down this lesson anytime I want. Right. Don't come on me no more. Okay. I'm teaching.
What happened?
I want you to think. I can close this down anytime I want. This is my time. I could actually be making money. Okay. Doing other stuff. Okay. I'm spending
Eli,
it with you.
I already said
I don't need that. Okay. I'm teaching. That's the way human beings work. Okay.
What hierarchy?
Hierarchy. When Bolsheviks took over, guess what happened?
It got corrupt.
No, it didn't get corrupt. A hierarchy formed, right? Okay. Paris Commune. There were leaders at the Paris Commune.
For sure.
There's always going to be a hierarchy. How are you going to actually deconstruct something that human beings actually work for, they're built for? How do you change that?
I think you can always add nuance and tweak it. Because I think hierarchy is usually. Have you heard of the book called The Ecology of Freedom by Murray Bookchin?
I've never heard of it. Okay.
I think you'll like it because
why?
It was saying it was saying hierarchies were usually based on the shaman, and the shaman he would manipulate in order to, as a survival tactic, and he would have the elderly, because the elderly were the most vulnerable. Like if it came down to a food drought, who we got to get rid of in order to sustain?
Shamans?
We got to get rid of the elderly.
Shamans were spiritual. Who led the tribe?
You said who led the chief?
Who led the tribe? The chief.
Yeah.
Shamans didn't lead the tribe. Chiefs led the tribe.
I'm not saying they led the tribe. I'm just talking about hierarchy. Oh, we can agree that the shaman is somewhere is upper in that hierarchy, though. We can agree to that.
In other words, where human beings always form what? Hierarchies, right? That's hierarchies exist in nature before there's even human beings.
I'm saying I guess it can there's from prevented from being based on a survival tactic, which is I think what's causing a lot of problem now because a lot of old people don't want to give the torch to new ideas, newer ways of thinking. Because maybe they are well you already know, like people think it's like what's the word? I can't think of it right now, but they're afraid.
Who gives old people the torch?
The people before them, the generation
No,
before
no, no,
them.
no, no, no. Who gives people the torch? In
Who
a
gives
democratic society.
the people?
The people, okay? Why did they give old people the torch?
In those societies?
No, in this society, this one.
What, based on a vote? Is that what you're
On a vote because they have experience, right? They trust those people, right?
I don't believe necessarily trusting them. You can even point back to Black Power by Kwame Ture. He said these people are voted in, but they don't necessarily represent us. They could be representing a whole nother, they could be representing a corporation.
They do represent you.
Okay, well whether the constituencies feel the same, that could be argued, but I get what you're saying.
You vote
Yes.
them, you vote them in every year. They do represent you. And thing is, as long as people get fed and things are running, things are working, guess what? You can get voted in. What happened to Donald Trump during COVID?
What are you saying? He got voted in pretty much?
He got voted out because of what?
Oh, he got voted out.
Because he fucked up. Okay, he got voted out.
Right.
You can do it. How about your local officials? State, city council. How did they get their jobs?
They get voted in.
By whom?
The people.
The people. Okay.
Right.
Why do you vote them in?
Because those are the options presented.
Not really. So, really?
I mean, if these are the people that are if these are the people placed on the ballot, then yeah. How many people are saying we gotta choose between two evils? So it's not necessarily people want to decide or vote for a certain person because they like them. It's just
do they have to vote at all?
They don't.
Okay.
They don't. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yes, people do vote these people in, but I guess I'm talking about the representation. And if we're talking about from a bottom up perspective, then yes, that person has to represent the constituencies to its fullest, or else
they won't be there.
Right. But I think this society kind of, and this could be you might have a video on religion where it kind of demystifies.
I'm a Gnostic. We do this all the time. I just don't do here because people don't call for it. I'm a Gnostic.
For sure. Like I said, you probably have those videos, but I guess I'm saying is like the mystification of who represents who's really in authority. I think it's all bad. And I think when I'm saying like the mystification of it, like I don't know who has control over my life, so I'll just walk through life and be nihilistic or pessimistic about it.
Most people don't care. Okay, as long as I get fed.
And that's an issue.
Why is it an issue?
Because I think if the imagination isn't there because you believe, well, I have no control anyway, so it is what it is. I think that's a defeated attitude.
Why?
Because you don't feel like you have the power to self-determine your life. And you mentioned something earlier.
What is it? You have the power to self-determine your life. Real easy.
I mean, on an individual
basis,
yeah.
you do.
On it, but
yes. Is there woods where you live? A wilderness area.
Say it one more time.
Is there a woods where you live? A wilderness area?
Yeah, up the road.
Up the road.
I'll go up the road. Yeah.
So if you walk out into the woods, whatever you have on your back, and never come back, can you do it?
Yes.
Would anybody stop you?
No. But I don't think
can you determine your life?
Yes, but
what?
Eli, have you read the
No. Don't get past this, okay?
No. I'm because I think what you're saying is important.
Don't get past this.
I'm
Okay?
not.
Okay.
I'm saying that I'm asking, have you read the Marxist theory on alienation?
That one, no.
I think you should check it out because
Why?
he's saying that yes, can people decide to do the lone walk by themselves and
Yes.
determine how they want to do it? Yes, they can.
Self-determined, right? Okay.
But
If you're in a society, you cannot be self-determined. It's
not
impossible.
You don't think? Okay.
No.
Do you think it's always been that way?
Yes.
Uh,
Can you go back in time, right, to the first man, right? Okay, the first man, right? What if he
Right.
walks off in that jungle by himself?
Say that one more time, Eli.
If a human being, first human being, walks off into the wilderness by himself, what happens to him?
He has to survive? Is that what you're
He'll
saying?
be eaten.
Oh, he'll be by himself. Yes.
Okay. What does he have to do?
He has to socialize. He has to be in community.
It'll be community, right? So basically,
yes, that's what I'm essentially saying.
It cannot be self-determined.
Okay. When I hear self-determination, I don't think.
We're gonna redefine it. Okay, give me your definition.
No. I'm not redefining it. I'm
give
going based off what Huey P. Newton and Kwame.
I'm
going off of them.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, we'll get down to. I'm Black Pill. Bare bones. Okay, bare bones.
Okay, I'm just telling you the definition.
No, I don't. Okay, give me your definition that you believe in.
That's what I believe to be self-determination.
What is that?
Within a community, the community decides what we want to do.
That is.
I get what you. Okay, go ahead.
Is that a group or self?
Okay, if we want to be semantic, then yes, that's self. No, that's group. That's group.
It's group. Okay. So now, when you say self-determination, you mean a group determination for a group?
Yeah, we can call it that.
Okay. Say you did. Okay. How come you just don't move to some wilderness area and start all over?
You said, how come we don't move to?
How come the group doesn't move up? Because this question all the time. There's places on this world you can move and start all over by yourself.
I don't think it's that simple.
It is that simple.
Because you have to factor in the other people that are there. I mean, we're even what's been the topic for the past couple months? So Israel and Palestine. Like it's not just as cut and dry as you just go somewhere else and you everything is peachy. It's a lot of things that.
So how are you going to self-determine inside a large structure like this?
Inside America, pretty much.
Inside America, yes.
I think that's where I point to Cooperation Jackson, because they were, and I'm maybe like 20 pages in. I can't speak to it like completely in detail, but from what I've read, they're like decommodifying the land. The people are going to be there to work the land, and it's not even they're making it like to where you can barter. Is mutual aid groups over there. Is damn, I don't want to read out the book, but they're setting up space.
Okay,
where they can operate outside of the status quo.
Guess who else does that?
Who?
Amish.
Yes,
they do.
Yes, that's why I said Eli, you're really like
they're like
Ideology of freedom.
How big is the Amish?
They got a sizable community,
and they're not self-determined. They have to interact with the United States. They have to follow
explain
laws.
More. Explain more. I haven't looked into
it. They have to follow laws and regulations just like everybody else does. When they drive their little buggies on the roads that people build, okay, they don't drive over wilderness. They drive on roads that we build, okay.
Mm-hmm.
They sell to the outside markets. Okay.
You said, will they sell to the outside market?
No, they sell to the outside markets.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They actually tell their children actually go do what they call wandering or walk, whatever they call it, right?
Yeah.
They explore what the outside their bubble is, right?
Right.
And bring back new information. Okay.
So you're saying it's not based on that. It's still within restrictions.
In other words, they cannot determine within limits, they can determine what goes inside their group, right? Within limits. When they go
I
out,
can agree to that. I
when
can
they go
agree
out,
to
when they
that.
go outside those limits, guess what happens? They're still
Oh, yeah.
they're still constricted by what? The United
By
States law.
the system,
The
the
system.
laws, whatever. Yeah.
You cannot. It's impossible to be self-determined.
Okay, Eli, let me ask you this, because even though there are those restrictions, whatever laws they have to abide by, can you say there's still self-determination?
No, they're not.
Because hold on.
Whoa,
Because
hold on. Because what? Come on, make it make sense this
because
time.
lifestyle wise, like if the people in Jackson, Mississippi are saying we don't want to live in a capitalistic framework, and they set up a socialist framework, technically they are living a lifestyle that they self-determined to create,
No, they're not.
regardless of them being in that restriction. It's still a lifestyle that they're
so
abiding by, that they created.
Within limits. So where are your limits at? So within just my little small pocket, is that what you want? Is that what you're talking about?
I think it can like you mentioned with the damn, how do you
Madrigal?
Yeah, it can. I think it can expand, but I think well, from what I've heard, they said Mondragon has kind of turned it into a capitalistic type of operation. So I don't want to speak to it too much, but I believe what it was originally based off of. I think the same thing that can happen in Jackson. It can be outgrowth in other places.
You have whole countries like China, okay? Whole countries built based on socialism.
But they're more centralized, though.
Doesn't matter. There's always going to be hierarchy. Name me one country that socialist doesn't have a hierarchy.
I already agreed with you on the hierarchy.
Well, then stop.
I already said it's a contradiction.
Well, start. It's not it's not a fact. Not even a contradiction.
What?
You have to prove that your point actually exists. Okay.
Look, what I mean by hierarchy is, it's the same thing where they say it's not just one leader, it's multiple, meaning that what he knows, the people know. So whether y'all decide to take him out or not, it's a whole community that's equipped with the same awareness and intelligence.
So
that's what I mean.
Even with
yes,
king,
can someone be pointed at?
Even with a king, does the king rule by himself? Even with a king,
you said does the king
rule by himself?
Well, I don't agree to feudalistic.
I
don't agree to it. I don't agree to it.
Okay, look, dude.
I think that's what's causing a lot of issues now.
When you ask me a question, do I answer it?
Yes. So yes, the king does not rule by himself. He does not.
In the United States, does the president rule by himself?
No.
How many people in his administration?
I don't know the number.
About 10,000.
Okay.
And then you have 50 governors. And then you got how many mayors? Okay. Not one person or one ideology rules the United States. It doesn't. Right now you have two conflicting ideologies over Ukraine and Gaza right now. Okay. The realists got kicked out. Okay.
You said the realists?
The realists.
What do you mean by realists?
Structural realists. Look up Mearsheimer. Okay. The World War II. Mearsheimer.
How you spell it?
Mearsheimer. Mearsheimer. Okay.
Okay. The scientist John Joseph
Mearsheimer.
Okay. Yeah, I see you. I'll look that up.
And we're gonna go like 10 more minutes, but school's gonna be out.
For sure.
Okay?
Eli. Hey man. Thank you, man.
Don't have. Okay. The thing is, don't come in my chat with that hot shit, okay?
Man, Eli, we was good, man. You didn't have to do that, man. You didn't have to end it on that, man.
I do have to do that because
you didn't have to do that, man.
I do have to. No, we ain't good, okay? Okay, don't do that shit in my chat.
Man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that shit in my chat, okay?
Eli,
because you will do it next time, okay?
No, I said I came in good faith. They started. He's feminine. I'm like, bro, I'm just asking
feminist, man. You using feminist logic, just like
how's that?
Ball does. Yeah, Jared Ball.
Jared Ball. You think he's feminist?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
He's
well,
intersectional feminist. Yes.
what does that mean? Because I haven't. That's new to me. I've never heard intersectional.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm serious.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm
Get
serious.
off my page.
I'm serious. Okay. When I think intersectional,
homework assignment. Look it up.
You're right. Because when I hear intersectional,
homework assignment,
different races. Okay, I fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. So
don't come in my page no more with the know-it-all stuff. Okay.
I didn't. Eli,
yes, you did.
Come
yes,
on,
you
man.
did.
I said I don't know it all.
Ain't no come on.
I didn't tell you what the world is going to be. I didn't say that.
When you was in my chat, okay, trying to school people, okay.
The same way I was saying, Eli, you might like this book. It's the same thing I was doing in the chat. You recommended me books. I recommended you books. Eli, man, I'm tired of you, man. Come on, man.
Huh?
Tired of you, man.
I'm tired of you too. I got 40 people watching. I got 10 people in the background. I'm taking time with you. Okay.
I appreciate it. It might be some people in here that learn some.
Yeah. They've heard this before.
Man, you saw where people said they were newcomers, man. Come on, man.
They've heard this before. The bulk of my people have heard this before. Now you know, come on, man.
Well,
I eat this stuff for lunch, man. Okay. The Gaza thing, I told people about the Gaza thing the day after it happened. Okay. Exact, right down to scintilla. Same thing with the Ukraine. Right down to the scintilla. They're just not catching up with me. Okay. I do this for a living. Okay. I did this for 30 years. Okay. How old are you? You're 28. You're not even as old as my youngest child. So long I've been doing this.
Yeah, you're definitely a well of knowledge. You got a lot to say.
Pan-Africanism is just now catching up to where we thought it was going to be back in 2007. It's just not coming to that point.
Yeah, I think unfortunately it's being misrepresented. I think there can be a lot more done
like
as far
what?
as that.
Done like what?
I don't know the man Umar, but I think it's a lot of
Umar Johnson doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Like I said, I think it's just I think there can be a lot more.
What's been done is what has to be done as far as Pan-Africanism right now. Okay, at this very moment, it's called the BRICS. It's what has to happen.
Oh, BRICS, yeah. What's it called? You seen Zimbabwe? What's it called?
Zimbabwe's currency has been fucked up for the last 40 years. Okay, and Zimbabwe cut a deal with the Chinese. Okay, they had to.
Oh, is that what happened? I didn't look too deep into it.
When what's his name got canned as far as president, okay. First people they ran to was Chinese first, and then the UK second. Because we need to keep this currency stable. The currency has been fucked up for the last 40 years. Okay, so they went to a gold-backed dollar, a gold-backed currency. They can maybe stay stable. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it's interesting what they did.
They had no choice. What choice do they have? Especially now that they probably going to get cut off from the dollar, or the UK will collapse. They don't have a choice. They got to figure it out.
What's it called? Have they BRICS is still putting together that central bank digital currency though,
it's
right?
already there. The thing is, you have to adopt it. The Chinese put that shit together about 10 years ago, but they have to adopt it. Chinese are very cautious about who comes in and how it's put together. Okay, as far as who comes in, but it's already there. But the rules will be written.
Yeah, and I know what's it called. We're following behind with what's it called? Fed now, I think it's called.
Basically, the Fed now and the CBDC is something that the Chinese have already done with the digital yuan. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're copying them.
It's
pretty much.
The basically everybody's going to have to go to it because guess what? They had to get human beings out of the banking system. That fucked it up from 2008, 2009. That's what actually caused it to go to digital.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, Eli, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, this was a great talk, man. I appreciate you, man.
Okay. Next time, more respect when you come in my chat. Okay.
Come on, man.
No,
All
ain't
right,
no come
Eli.
on, man.
All right, Eli.
Yes or no. All right. We go about whoever's left, and we're gonna get out of here.
That's crazy. He even left with disrespect. The all right Eli. It's like
He wants to be right. Okay.
He's a woman in brain. It's like arguing with a child. You still want to prove that Santa Claus exists.
I would really like to know where he said that he got recommended to this channel. I would still like to know where he got that recommendation from.
Google recommends channels. Okay. That's what he said. I take him at his word.
Oh, okay. He was saying otherwise in the chat yesterday.
People change their opinions when they get up here and they actually get the mic on, right? And they figure that I'm not a pushover.
Hey, BGS.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, not to interrupt, but I gotta find it first. But I'm gonna send you this video. I was watching a speech by Dr. Jewel Pookrum, and she was talking about in the speech specifically how like the size of a homosexual male's brain is the same size of a woman's, and if you were to transpose that to somebody under the direct and tutelage solely of a woman,
that is not true. Okay, because there are people their brains are wired female. Okay, that we call them gender confused. Okay, but homosexual, some are taught, some are born that way. Okay, but
she wasn't the speech. She wasn't speaking from a political standpoint. She was speaking from like a study she did about like literally just studying the brain sizes and the developments. So it was a sample size from the study, but it wasn't like it wasn't like necessarily from the standpoint of this is this and this is that. She's like we are noticing like variances in cognitive developing based on environment and the literal brain.
They've done studies that they do studies like this all the time with neuroscience, right? Brains and brain scans and all that kind of stuff. And what they've come up with over the past 10 years is the wiring of the brain, because there's a lot of people that have gender dysphoria, right? And what they notice is that a female brain is cross-wired in the lobes, right? Whereas a male brain is straight. Okay, there's very little interconnection between a male brain between the lobes. Okay, that's how you determine a female brain and a human in a male brain. Size is not that important. Okay. Now, as you teach people, you cannot change the wiring of the brain. Okay, even if a homosexual, right, he's still gonna be masculine. He can be trained, and the hormones can be all fucked up. The thing is, he's still gonna be masculine. Okay, but they're still not female. Even women, even people that try to change their sex, right, they get fucked up because their body parts don't match their brain. No matter what they're taught, biology is so.
Oh no, I agree with that. I just meant as far as process, process of you know what I mean? Like it's cognitive function. Like they may have heteronormative patterns, but their cognitive function as far as how they assess situations, how they deal with conflict, risk, are they risk averse, do they risk assess, so on and so forth.
Yeah, the training, because they're finding this out with women, right? Because this is the whole thing that nurture is Trump's nature, and it doesn't, right? Because the women have been trained to be masculine, right? To lead the family, all this kind of shit, until it gets time to actually do, right? Guess what? Their biology actually takes over. I don't want to do that shit. It doesn't feel right when your biology actually overrides what you've been taught. So a lot of people that have been trained to be something, right? You know, because gay people have been around since God, what is it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10,000 years. It's not new. Okay, it happens. Okay, and it's you can actually learn it, or it can be natural to you. The thing is, they teach this stuff, so you have a lot of gender confused people. And that's what's going on. In other words, that's what feminism believes nurture Trump's nature, and it doesn't. That's what they find. That's why feminism ultimately not going to work. Sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely environment. The environment definitely plays a very large part in it. But again, like if you can learn a habit, you can unlearn a habit, but it's very difficult to bleed a turnip.
Once the BIOS gets set, it's very difficult to you can actually write on top of it, but things you can't unlearn it. It's part of you forever. After age 7, that's hardwired. You can't get rid of that. Okay, you can actually just like the computer actually write code on top of it, but things you can't unlearn that shit. It's impossible. You can't dig that shit up. Okay, it's hardwired. Anybody else jump in? Yes, no? Okay.
Yeah. What I noticed during that conversation is that every time you would ask him a direct question, either he doesn't answer it at all, or he would try to refer you to a book.
Yeah, because the direct questions means you direct knowledge. He didn't have it. He didn't want to be wrong. And direct questions, instead of keeping it gray, because it's moving the goalpost and bringing something else and shifting the subject to something else is a gray area. That's why I played the female thing, right? They won't take responsibility, so they shifted to something else. He kept doing it. That's why I kept pressing. Answer the question directly, or repeat my question back to me. He know what he's doing.
That was painful.
Yeah.
You're better than me. I would have kicked him off the panel like an hour ago.
I started to block him, but the thing is, I have a feeling there's going to be more of these people coming over.
Unfortunately.
And so I'm sure he says the algorithm recommended him. I'm sure he was sent. Somebody played one of our videos and sent it to him. He wanted to check it out.
I definitely believe he was sent, because he did mention something that was said in that conversation, like with May, when she was saying that you're a nihilist, and coincidentally he said that too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he said in the chat. I didn't read all his chat, but the thing
No,
is,
he said that when he was up on the panel with you.
that I was a nihilist.
Yeah, that's what he said. Or he never directly said you're a nihilist, but he was saying that, like, basically your ideology is preaching nihilism.
Yeah, it said how. He couldn't explain. But the thing is, it's kind of, he came to talk. He came to talk. He didn't come to listen.
Killed the whole mood.
It was supposed to be fun. I said, didn't you get the joke? Yeah, but I thought we could actually go further. You wanted to argue. You never got to the point. What's the end game? You want to actually propose what you think the end game should be.
Oh yeah, and also the other point.
You know what?
Go ahead. Who's first?
Here's my idea of the end game. I ain't changing your tire. Tire. You a grown woman. You can change your own tire. You want to fill your own fluids up in your car. I'm in my soft guy era.
Yeah.
A real woman would know how to change a tire. Drizzle.
Oh, that's why I asked him. I said, what did you want to talk about had anything to do with the subject of the video? Well, I thought we could actually take a moment and actually go further. Further like what? He never answered that.
You mean give us a headache as it going further? Okay.
He didn't actually want to state where he stood. That's the problem.
Well, he did actually state where he stood, because you.
Oh, where he stood? Oh, did he?
What you asked him, like, if he likes the content, or he doesn't like the content. He didn't directly answer that question, but he said he disagreed. So
yeah,
the reason why he came here was over a disagreement, which is why I'm saying that somebody obviously recommended him to come here.
He never said what he disagreed with.
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't hear it. Did you guys hear it?
No, I didn't hear what he disagreed with.
No.
Just he disagreed.
You never said what he disagreed with. I asked, what do you disagree with? And he went on to something else. Can you answer a question?
No, he just went in circles. If you asked me, he didn't stick to one point.
That's why I feel for Charles, man. He got to work with these people directly.
It is my penance to the world.
It's your penance to the world, man. I'll toast to you, man. It's not an easy job, man.
And I don't know if he's even been in an academic class, because he's capping. There's no way a teacher's going to let him just go around, ring around the rows like that.
On a paper. That's why I asked him, would she give you an A? Without being direct and citing stuff. Having a firm position or idea.
A firm reference.
Just a position, man. Well, I don't really. It's not I didn't like it. I just disagree with it.
Well,
You like it or not?
motherfuckers don't have biography cards anymore. So I doubt he's not stupid. That's why he wouldn't directly answer it. He did that
And
purpose.
it was funny because you asked him if he was raised around feminists, and he said no. But then he went on to say that he was raised around women.
A single mother, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and he
I
was
was waiting
talking
for
just like a
Charles.
feminist.
I was waiting for Charles to say Wonder Woman, stop deflecting.
Yeah, he kept. He kept. I said, you said, why do they call me feminist? You using their language.
Yep.
How's they gonna think?
Especially
But I really don't think I am. I said, it's not up to you to think, okay?
because you don't believe in gender roles. You literally said you don't
He
believe
did
in
say that. He did say that.
I could tell you shit about cases I had 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened very carefully to what he said. When you said, I don't believe in gender roles, boom, feminist.
Feminist, yeah.
That's one of their fucking tenets. They don't believe in gender roles. They want to, but like a feminist, but you still want what the biological body wants.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Your biology and ideology does not mix. It's like I said at the bank, and when that chick said, "I think women are smarter," I said, "How? Give me one. What do y'all make?" I said, "Here's the crazy part: men who are barbers, they cut hair. Y'all women have to use Asian products to get your business done. How about that?"
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is sad because you're starting to see this argument when the Padawan tried to argue with Art New Style about religion, and he told him it's all about interpretation. I said you didn't like it when I brought up Ephesians chapter 6.
But guess what? Your boy Q's literally subbed the FD signifier. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I don't know who he is. Yeah, right. Okay.
But you sub to him.
But
you sound just like him.
Actually, that explains his demeanor towards you, calling you by your name. I was like, okay.
Like you're equal.
No, I gave him a choice. He said, "With BG?" He said, "Okay." I said, "BGS or Black Gnostic or Eli." Was my first. I don't care about that. Okay.
Yeah, like I did hear the part where you gave him a choice.
Yeah.
But the fact that you chose like the first name over.
That's fine. That's
Okay,
fine. I gave him a choice.
Your panel, so whatever.
Yeah, I gave him a choice. I didn't care. Okay. You guys give me respect, so that's why you guys do it. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. That's what I told him. Don't come on my panel with that bullshit no more, though. Well, Eli, what do you mean we're doing good? No, we wasn't doing good. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's from the FD camp because he's disrespectful like that.
Yeah.
And that's the part that kind of pissed me off because he's being very passive. See, it's one thing about it when I look at FD signifier and all the shit that they do. What's sad is a very passive aggressive man. Because you know what the fuck you're doing, you just don't want to fucking own up to it. You're trying to hide your fucking. It's that gay bait shit.
And you know what I
Rocket trying to hide your hand, huh?
Yeah. We just talking. No, we didn't start talking. Man, be direct.
I don't follow you. I don't follow you from panel to panel. I don't do this. I don't make comments to you, nigga. You make comments all the time. You sneak this in the thing, and as soon as somebody catch you, you want to. I didn't say nothing, motherfucker. Roll back the screen.
You need to mind your business. That's what he tried to tell me. I was like, shut up.
Today, when he called him out on it, I was like, yo, you do this shit every time. You fucking. It's sad how many motherfuckers do this passive aggressive. Well, who are you to follow, motherfucker? Who are you to comment on me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. That's that passive aggressive shit that men have gotten from being around women too much.
Yep.
But I'll say this one thing. Y'all lucky y'all come up in this era because yesteryear you used to get punched in your mouth for less.
and when he did pop up too, like he was you know, when BGS was telling him like I'm trying to teach you, he's like I don't know you, like how are you a teacher or whatever he was on, and it's also interesting too, like I wasn't thinking the whole the FD angle, but that could be possible.
He sounds
But
just like him. That's why.
It sounds
I
like
did randomly see that FD on his other channel apparently put out some videos talking about masculinity, which I
Oh
thought
gosh,
was
hilarious. Yeah.
yeah, funny.
and the sad about intersectional feminists, they don't like hierarchy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hierarchy. It's okay. I said name me a society that didn't have a hierarchy.
That's the number one key.
It's name me one. Okay.
That's the one thing about it. They don't like hierarchy. They don't like there's a rank and order and file. Women don't like that because they want to
Yes,
act
they
like
do. They impose their own. What you talking about? The queen bee? Okay. Yes, they do.
no, I mean they don't like it when you outrank them.
And it was funny too when you phrased the question when you're asking them like, how would you like it if like your girlfriend was talking to you like this, where she wouldn't be direct and answer your question
You
and
know,
tell you
goddamn
stories
well,
and shit.
like that.
And he didn't want to directly answer
Yeah,
that
well,
question.
it's not really about that. It can make yes, you do you, don't you, man? God damn, what it takes to get a direct answer out of you? Jesus Christ!
This your fault, BGS. My
You
head
know,
hurt.
BGS, you know what the problem? Hold on. Go ahead, Lewis.
I can't even continue to work right now. I'm so empty. I can't even alpha my way through it. If there's a strong woman listening to this stream, can you please retire me so I can rest in my divine masculinity?
Oh boy.
I'm tired of being Superman.
And I'm with Lewis. I'm with Lewis, BGS. This is because you didn't go and get that white paper to say that you know how to teach people. That's the problem is.
Oh really? Okay.
That's what they're mad about. That's ultimately what this stuff is about.
So why are you here? So why is he here?
That's the point.
I asked him why are you here? What's your purpose of being here?
Lord.
Well, I thought well, we could dude, no, what is the purpose of you being here?
The whole bread tube is teaching these people fake Marxism and not understanding you can't make a community with Marxism. You can be a group of people with Marxism, but you can't make a true working community with Marxism. That shit's crazy.
That's why I told him, I said, where does it exist? With a hierarchy? Well, they have hierarchy. I said, okay. I said, where is there not a hierarchy? What civilization? What society? I said, go down to the tribal level, right? Well, the shaman was misappropriating people and making them believe. Shaman didn't lead the society. Who led the society? The chief. Okay.
That fool deflects. He refused to like face any of your points. It's crazy. He just went to the next subject to try to like prove a reasoning being true for him.
Because they're upset. They're upset now that at the end of the day, what this boils down to, this is the main reason why they hate the manosphere. And Charles has hit this all the time. He says it all the time. And even Grinch used to say this, but Grinch used to say niggas hate to read, but we the niggas that like to read.
Yeah.
If you read a book, if I read the same book as you and you read the same book, just because I didn't pass the test don't mean I don't understand it.
Right.
That's your problem. You have that issue that you need a test to tell you that you've passed something. That's part of the Prussian school system to give you a little pat on the back. Hey, you did good, monkey. It's time for you to get on back out there. That's all it is. Indoctrination.
I can't understand why people come here if they dislike the topics of the Black manosphere. That's why I asked them. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Charles.
I kind of want to entertain them like I did those intersectional feminists. Just got to the point when I said, how do you incentivize educated and Black males with high skills to stay in your community? And their conclusion was they got mad because they didn't, instead of saying they didn't know, they just told me I wanted my dick sucked. Now I said, no, that's the bare minimum. I said, that's the bare, that's bare minimum that I'm getting. But how do you incentivize me within the status of that? They couldn't figure it out. It was so funny.
Well, the thing is, how come they're not on their knees sucking dick? If that's the case.
Here's the crazy.
Yeah. I said that's bare minimum, ladies.
That's a start.
Here's the crazy. It's kind of hard to bring men back to the table when you already think you're better than them. And it goes back to the story I told about the bitches in the bank.
Yeah.
Tell me how women are smarter. All your degrees are bullshit. All of them. I said, as a matter of fact, why don't y'all run countries? You know what? Look historically. Just, they got hot with me when I said single fathers raise better kids than mothers.
No, yeah.
They were like, I don't believe it. I said, you got a computer right in front of you. Go look at it. You get damn near the same statistics. As a matter of fact, the worst group of mothers to raise children are black.
Oh, yes, that's true. I said,
Like,
for a cup of coffee, to lots to observe there, and interesting how the need to be right and ideological fluff is disguised as intellectualism all the time. Okay? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but go back to.
One time.
I think
Look,
poor
it's
white
interesting.
women raise their kids worse because they usually don't got teeth in their meth heads. So
Really? So basically, so white men and white boys are less successful than black boys.
overall, no, they're more successful.
So in other words, who's at the bottom as far as men and boys?
Oh, as a group, black males.
And the girls are not too far behind that, right? So
Yeah.
black mothers are better than white mothers. How?
No, I was just talking about I was comparing classes since it just happens that black women are in the working class and poor. But when you look at white poor people, they fucked up. Them some nasty motherfuckers.
They might be nasty motherfuckers, but guess what? Okay, they don't have
They're
nearly the
still
issues
white.
we have. Well, they don't have nearly the issues that we have.
Yeah,
That's
why. White.
Access to capital that we don't.
Yes.
And in fact, they did studies on that. Even when you actually accounting for class, guess who's still who's still the worst mother?
Yeah, black.
I'm going to put it this way. Poor white mothers will raise their mulatto sons or adopt black babies, and those motherfuckers will have an overachiever. You get a fucking white child raised by a black mother, he going straight to jail.
No, he's gonna have a baby mamas. That's what he's gonna have. He's gonna
He's
have
going
eight.
to jail. Let me put it to you, right?
Okay.
A lot of
but I want Leon to prove that since you put it out there. Prove it.
Prove what?
Even when you're counting for class, okay?
Well, I was comparing classes because
No. Counting for, I want you to prove that. Go find the documents and prove that even when you control for class, black women are actually better mothers than white women. Control for class, right? That's what you said, right? That's
So the
what you said,
working
right?
and poor, poor.
When you
I can do it.
control for class, are black mothers better than white mothers?
Oh no! See, I wouldn't do it that way. I would just look at fucking poor women overall.
Okay, Leon. When I say control for class, what
Yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah, take the classes and separate them and see which mothers have better outcomes.
So what are you saying? So what are you saying?
Well, I take it back because this is my thing. There's a lot of white meth heads with skills. They're just fucking meth heads waiting for work. So yeah, I got to take that back.
Yeah, you got to realize.
How about the crackheads and the dope heads and the pookies that are not even on dope? What are they doing?
Yeah, they have no skills. That's the
And
difference.
what are they doing? So what's the difference between that crackhead on dope and there's a white boy and the pookie living in his mother's basement?
Usually, the difference is the white boy's waiting for the economy to come back, and Pookie just waiting for that Section 8 check, or
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You are both wrong. I know you are both wrong. No,
delete
hold on a second.
everything I said 5
Leon,
minutes
hold
prior.
on a second. Leon, you are wrong about the check coming in. They are in the soft guy era. Watch your mouth. We have proven this. They are in the soft. They are ahead of us, guys. That's what they are. Soft guy era.
Oh shit.
Drizzle.
Exactly.
But BGS for real though. This soft guy stuff is starting to piss these heifers off. The videos I've put out, I've gotten some of the most personal attacks. I'm like, damn.
Well, I was asking, what about this?
They get some mad.
This topic. It was supposed to be funny, okay? You get the joke, yes. So why did you persist?
You know what? You know what? These motherfuckers have developed the most socially awkward bastards that you can ever see.
Yeah.
Can't even
Yeah.
enjoy it. So, can't even, and this is what's mind bugging, really. If you really get to know me, I'm an easygoing guy. BGS, AB, a couple of guys, Art, both are, well, all three Arts. I actually have my number and I have theirs. And know me personally. I'm an easygoing guy.
Until they get you on that mat. Talking that shit on that mat to get you riled up. Just letting you know.
Hey, you gotta talk shit because I'm the shit. But the point I'm displaying is this. The one thing my lieutenant and I have, being his second in command, is that I can't stand incompetence. Just say you don't know or get the best person to do the job. I will respect anybody, and I mean anybody, if you could just do your job properly. What happens is, even in my new department here, you're supposed to have directors who know how to do shit, who were former chiefs of other places. And you can't overcome a problem, but yet you won't give it to the people who are capable of solving it. You won't ask the person who's knowledgeable. This is exactly what women will do. They will burn. They will get scared of a goddamn spider and damn near burn their house down instead of getting somebody to, okay, this is what we gotta do. Put it in a jar, let it outside, or smack the motherfucker with a fly swatter.
Yeah. Like that was one of
But this guy kept coming because he thought like a woman. It's like the time when I was on the phone with BGS with the Padawan, and he wants to do this gotcha shit about religion. And he's like, dude, when I explained to him, one, if you look at your Bible, there's not one time Jesus said he's God. He makes specific definitions and determinations that he's doing his father's work.
Yeah, son of
He
God.
said, before Abraham, I am. Meaning, the same energy that created me today was there before Abraham. He was talking about the consciousness of God, the presence of God, not himself. So, when he's like, no, but this is, I said, dude, read your Bible. As a matter of fact, why you still read? If you really want to study religion, why are you just reading the King James? I said, go look up Ephesians 6, chapter 6, verse 1, and tell me that. And he's like, well, slaves obey you. It means, can your father be your master? I said, no, he's my father. I said, why did they use slaves? Did they call the people of Israel slaves, or did they call them the children of Israel?
There's one thing I just wanted to add on to what Charles was saying. Like that was one thing that annoyed me about that dude, because when BGS asked him a question, and BGS was just like, yes or no, do you know this book or not, or do you know this or not? I can't remember exactly what was said, but you asked him that question and he was just like, if that's how you want me to answer it, then no. Like that's some feminine ass shit.
It's some feminine shit, yeah.
Yeah, y'all know who he's been hanging with. Yep. Dre, you know who he's been hanging out with. He's been hanging out with the River Collective, bro.
But
He
BGS,
fits
can I
right
ask you a
in.
question?
But he didn't know what he didn't know what intersectional feminist actually was. Well, I never heard of it.
Yo, we looked at his he subscribed to Foreign Man in a Foreign Land,
Okay.
FD Signifier. He hit in a few Marxists and a few black Marxists that complain about how far communism should go because we don't want to, the whole leader thing. How do we vote for a leader when it's that bullshit that they keep on going on about?
He wasn't taught feminism, man. He wasn't taught feminism, brothers.
No, he wasn't. No, nothing about. I'm not a feminist. I am. So, what are you? What camp are you in?
I was raised in Texas.
Pan-Africans.
Now I don't want to say I'm pro-black, but that shit was funny.
Well, the other issue that I had with him was when he was like listing off his books, and he was talking about he's saying that the space isn't radical enough, but he's talking about he read like he said the space isn't radical enough, and he was talking about he read Malcolm X books and Martin Luther King and all this kind of shit, But it's just like, what are you doing that's radical in your life?
Well, it's not that. That's not the issue. The issue when you have guys like that coming here, they know if you go too radical, what's going to happen. YouTube's going to ban you. You're going to get nuked, or your channel's going to get nuked. And so, to me, it's you're just an op trying to come in here and try to tell us. It's basically, instead of trying to control our speech, he's trying to control our speech, basically, like a female.
But look at it for what it is. Y'all telling me that SYSBN passport bros practicing indifference is not fucking radical? The fuck?
It is.
That shit is radical.
In fact, that's why he had a problem with it. It's too radical for him.
Yeah.
Well, it's radical in the fact that a lot of these men, BGS knows me and knows what I say about my kids and my daughter, right? And same for his. It's the fact that most you goofy niggas don't know how to raise daughters to be wives, even if you are the father. Y'all are subscribed to this feminism bullshit. And that's the main problem you see is at the end of the day, I've already told my son, I better not catch you marrying no woman in the West. I told my daughter, I will do the best I can to find you a good man here. Like, that's all I can. I have to be honest with her about that. You know what I mean? But these are the tenets at which we abide by for our religious reasons of being a good wife to your husband. You know what I mean? And I'm your test dummy. So if you don't listen and obey to me, your husband, you're not going to listen and obey your husband.
Yes,
These are words that people don't want to listen. What I got past that submission stuff. If you're not going to obey me, then we got a problem. Because at the end of the day, what I told my daughter about this drizzle soft guy era, just to bring it full circle. As I said, she looked at me and I said, I love it. She goes, why? I said, Bella, do you know what marriage is ultimately for? And she goes, why, Dad? And I said, because it's a safety protocol for you. What's the first tenet outside of God saying your husband's supposed to love you? What's his first tenet? He's supposed to protect you. Now tell me why a man is supposed to protect you. Why does the lion sit around all day and drizzle and all them heifers and all them female lions go do all the work? Because protection is that invaluable. And when men finally understand how valuable your life is, which I'm always give you credit for that video you put out about guarding your light and what you create, living your life.
Yeah.
Hey, BGS, could you
That's why.
repost chat?
Yeah.
Could you
What's
repost in your community chat my tenets of protection? What's the first rule of protection?
Oh, it should be obedience.
It's obedience. What's
It's
the second
obedience.
protection? Protection cost.
That's it.
Go
That's
look
it.
at community chat about protection. Because when I put that up, when I show BGS, do you agree? He's like, dude, I couldn't say it better.
Yeah.
It's to the point.
It's to the point. Like I think it was like 13, 15 penance. Look, I've showed that to only one woman disagreed with it. She was like, good luck. I said, is it good luck? I said, did you notice because you don't do this, you don't get it? But all the women who were married absolutely agreed to this.
Yeah, that's why they're married.
Exactly.
Notice single bitches were upset about it.
Exactly. And that's why I said before, when BGS knows I've been talking about this, Charles too, for the last pretty much 2 years, that men need to start evaluating. If you don't, it's not about knowing your worth. That's not what they're mad about. It's what's your life worth. Your woman, you supposed to die for your woman, and the exchange is supposed to be she's supposed to live for you.
Yeah.
That's the exchange. I'll lay down my life for you and these children.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to live for me and pass on what I teach you to my children because I'm successful and prosperous, right? This is not your will. This ain't for you to go do what you want to do. Oh, we out here. I need my husband to support me. I'm not your bitch. You the helpmate. You the bitch. You supposed to be supporting me. Why would I lay down? Why would Officer Charles, outside of having a calling and a duty to protect his country and to protect the citizens of his city, why in the fuck would he protect you, lady?
It's funny you said that live that even when I was reading the what was it, Daughters of the Confederacy?
Yeah.
Lord.
Man, to hear these white women display that type of legacy, knowing that those men were getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. They supported. They had great admiration for fucking losers.
Losers. Yes.
Look at the Palestinians, man. They
Yeah.
haven't won a war yet, but the women's still behind them, and we'll
Yep.
die for them.
Ride or die. That's a ride or die.
Mm-hmm.
Holding their babies.
No,
That
not
shit.
just
Yeah.
not
We're
for
gonna go about maybe 20 more minutes, guys, because we're at 3 hours and something.
But no,
Sorry,
but
yeah, go ahead.
no, but that's all I'm saying. That's why I'm fascinated. I'm happy. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be more of you know, the men are not gonna be violent to women, or they're gonna be indifferent to them. But I didn't know we was gonna get the best joke, drizzle.
Yeah.
This whole time, I didn't know I was gonna laugh the whole time. Like, what's gonna be indifferent to them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This shit's hilarious, man. You can't stop it.
And
We got what do we got? 50 years of content to push back right at them, like BJ said. Put the mirror up.
Yeah.
If you
Hey,
wanted
y'all
to, you
keep
would.
You
y'all
know,
keep on talking about
with
soft life, and I feel like I need a butler. You know what I'm saying? Handle everything.
Now
You know,
you need a good woman, man, to get us off.
you know
Oh
what?
no, you don't want me good. I'm just saying. On top of that, I need a butler. You know,
A butler and a cook.
You know
yeah,
what?
butler and a cook.
And a driver.
I've already made countless videos on this soft era stuff. Like I've said stuff like, you know, if a chick don't make $100,000 a year, I'm not gonna date her. You know, you're not gonna let me live in your house rent free.
Yeah.
And I pay no rent. I ain't gonna date you, Drizzle Trizzle.
Yeah, I got a hard stop in about 5 minutes, guys. 'Cause I gotta go.
You know what, fellas?
do
I got
another
a
call.
confession. I'm tired of being and I just want to be Clark Kent. Can I find me a Lois Lane to come rescue me? Be Wonder Woman. Come on now. Princess Diana.
Hey, Charles, if she wanted to, she would.
I mean, if you a real woman would take care of a war vet.
I love you, man. I'm thinking that. A real woman would die for you, Charles. You're right.
Charles, let me break this down, bro. I'm about to get back on my older women shit, and I'm gonna let her know I'm in my soft life, and I need at least 3 or 4 of y'all. I can't be monogamous with y'all. I need 3, 4 of y'all. Y'all pay all the bills.
I need someone to pay for the car note, the life insurance. I need the mortgage paid. I need to drop off groceries for me once in a while.
Hey, you know, fuck all that. I need some VC. I need some VC so I can make another 2K bill.
Bitch, if you can't afford my cigars and cognac, you can't talk. It's just a brokey.
All right, folks.
Yeah, we can close out. We just having
I got
fun.
another thing. It's 6, so
Okay.
I just looked at the time.
Oh, I gotta go pick up my son.
I got
See, that's that soft life for
See,
me. I
if
gotta
you
go
had
pick him
if you
up.
had a real woman in your life, she would go pick up your son for you.
He got 3. And I don't know why. You know, somebody didn't take up the slack.
That's it.
I got a quick question for the fellas.
Real quick. About 3 minutes.
When it comes to older gentlemen who didn't get this this satire, what do you say to them? Because I had a brother. He was like,
I got you. This is what you do. You keep laughing in their face. That's what the fuck you do.
Basically, all you do is show them the opposite of what the women have been saying, and then show them the soft life. You'll get it.
Yeah. I had a brother. He was like, "Oh, you wasting your energy, and we can't. Men don't have soft." I said, "Man, this shit, brother. All right. I'm gonna get."
And at the end of the day, what's the Charles? What's the move? What's the move? And when you use another person's energy against them in fighting.
Wait, hold on, damn.
We got 2
Answer
minutes,
that first. Answer that first. All right.
We got 2 minutes, guys.
BJ's, maybe you not enough. Charles is still here or not. I don't see him.
No, he just left.
Yeah, I don't. Let's say the Aikido or whatever, that martial art, when we use the other person's force and energy against them.
Judo, yeah.
That's all. That was judo. That's all that men are doing right now. We're just using judo against them. We're tired of pushing back.
He literally said that
we got a minute.
BGS asked him, do you get tired when a woman speaks over you? He's like, well, in the past. Wait, it doesn't supposed to work like that. That's something like you're saying you're okay with it now, but in the past. Oh yeah, that boy's reprogrammed wrong.
No, he's lying. He's not programmed. He's lying. That's why he kept dodging. He's actually been trained very well. They do this all the time. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me when my woman does it now. Lord, I'm out of here. That shit right there,
Yeah,
amazing.
it just plugged my ears. Yeah. All right, folks, I got to bounce.
I'm gonna go pick up this boy. Peace out.
Real quick, you got 30 seconds, man.
I was gonna think of doing live streams. I heard about this Drizzle, but after that boy did what he did, I said, "No, I'm gonna leave this
Do
alone."
it anyway. Do it anyway. Piss him off.
Well, it's something more opposite, but I'll think about it. I'll meditate on it.
All right.
Thank you, BJS.
I got to bounce. Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Oh, and I'm streaming tonight.
All right. Peace out, y'all.